From World Figure Skating, Memorial Cups, Canada Games, London now hosts its third Canadian Men's Curling Championship. And for the second time, the Tim Hortons Brier being held here at Budweiser Gardens. And coming up, it is wild card number 2, Reid Carruthers, against so far undefeated Alberta and Kevin Cooey. Last night, games featuring teams from Pool A, and it was Alberta's Cooey against Saskatchewan and Kelly Knapp, and he knew he was in trouble. Knapp, the upweight from Cooey in 9, and this would seal the deal as he scores 3, and that would be shakes and a third straight win for Cooey. So Cooey's a winner, Carruthers as well, as he got by Newfoundland and Labrador. Northern Ontario by a couple over Nunavut, who gave him a battle, and Nova Scotia, the Blue Nosers, at a Halifax win over Jamie Cooey and the Territories. So as we check the standings now on Pool A, remembering again, just the top 3 will go through. Cooey undefeated, while on Pool B, Botcher, McEwen, they top the table there. And on this Monday morning, we do say hello, Canada, and welcome back to London, Ontario. Kathy's alongside. I always think the first couple of days, maybe you're just putting your toe in the Brier water, but everybody's into the deep end now, and we're actually going to see the pools sort of crossing over. We're going to have 2 games A, 2 games B. Feature, of course, is Alberta against Carruthers. And in Cooey rebuilding his team, he picked up a former front end of Botcher in Martin and Thiessen. They play a very different game with Cooey, don't they?
Well, they do. First of all, Brendan Botcher and Kevin Cooey are very different people, but it is a disproportionate number of draws that this front end is having to play that they're not necessarily used to it, particularly Brad Thiessen. And so that means that Tyler Tardy is playing big hits all the time, but that's how he won 3 Canadian juniors. Kevin Cooey playing to the team's strengths.
On the other hand, you've got Reid Carruthers. My goodness, it may as be a circus. He's juggling all the time. Started with 4 players, 3 players, now 4 players again.
Well, with Jason Gunlickson stepping away late in the season, Reid has been patching holes in his boat all season long. Derek Samagalski, longtime second, is now being forced to play third for the very first time at a Brier. He brought in Rob Gordon, who played for Braden Calvert, but you have 2 leads on the front end and a second playing third. Massive adjustments. And that goes right through the order to Reid.
So now it's Carruthers who'll row that boat. Hopefully it's not a Titanic, as he goes up against, so far, undefeated Cooey.
We're going to be gelling on and off the ice. We definitely have the right mix of guys here to do so. And down the stretch, I felt like we had a really good provincials, and we've added another piece to the puzzle here for the Brier that should help us, achieve our goal.
We've had an up and down year, but I feel good where we're at. We just need to have a chance at the end, and the best in the country these days is amazing, especially with the extra teams, and that's what makes it feel so good, is to know you're beating the best.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties.
So another 3-draw day, but now we're starting to mix 2 from Pool B, 2 from Pool A. Let's check all the games, Kathy.
Well, Tyler Smith and his PEI team will take on Mike McEwen this morning. Mike looking for his 3rd win. Jake Higgs, what a story he has been. Really pushed Tanner Horgan in Northern Ontario last night. He takes on Nova Scotia's Matt Manuel coming off a win. And Thomas Scoffin and Karsten Sturmey both looking for their 2nd win. Should be a great morning.
So it's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Let's start with the team from Morris, Manitoba. Wildcard number 2, Reed Carruthers. Backed up by Rob Gordon, Connor Negevan, and Derek Samogolski. The Alberta champions, they hail from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by 48-year-old Kevin Cooey. Carrick Barton, Brad Thiessen, and his third, half his age, Tyler Tart. Carruthers has won the draw to the button, and so he will have the last rock. Has the hammer, playing the Redstones. Cooey is out and just waiting for the signal to go. And we'll get her underway here on this Monday morning. Trying to win 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mixing and matching, of course, after the quadrennial, and so that's why you see all these new teams.
Well, this team has had their definite struggles this year.
Line's good.
Personalities are very quiet.
Make sure, guys.
And
Let's
so
wait.
whoever has to speak, it's almost taking them out of their comfort zone. But Kevin Cooey out of Brier, in watching all the games this week, he is a special beast when it comes to this event, Vic. He just finds a level that is distinctly higher than what we see during the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. Everything else is preparation for this moment. And the Alberta playdowns. It's all a tune-up. And then he manages to turn it on. It's, yes, uniquely Cooey.
A little hot.
Line's real good. Always Derek.
A little hot.
Look, eyes up, eyes up.
Little hot.
Sit. Nice start, Bob.
Nice. First shot, Gordo. Good spot.
Well, Reed Carruthers did win that game last night against Newfoundland and Labrador, but Nathan Young really pushed Reed Carruthers and his team, and I'm sure that there were a lot of discussions last night about how do they fine-tune. Was it the calling that let Newfoundland and Labrador back in? There were a number of opportunities for Reed in that game that they did not take advantage of early,
Line's good.
and you're always looking to improve.
Play the weight.
Well, it's those opportunities when you let them slip away and you get into the room afterwards and you go,
How did that happen?
what if we had done that?
Yes.
Those moments of regret.
Well, 50% of the teams that walk off every draw have those moments of regret.
We have regret leaving this booth.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Wow. No, but it's true.
Yes.
You think to yourself,
No, I didn't.
why did we, or play a shot, for example, why did we do that then?
Line.
So this is the newcomer. This is Rob Gordon.
Line. Clean.
And as I mentioned earlier, Rob Gordon played with Braden Calvert, plays currently with Braden Calvert. And so for Reed Carruthers, after playing with 3 in the provincials, wanted to bring a 4th here, obviously, and his residency issues, his requirements, if you will, for who he could choose from were the pool within Manitoba, and obviously decided that Rob would add
pretty nice.
a number of things on his checklist.
No more, like it's no faster than that.
So you got a nice little angle to get behind Brad Thiessen.
Harder
Now
line
in a
if you
6
can.
Brier.
Hard line if
This
you
former
can.
front end for Brendan Botcher.
How heavy? Line's good.
We're
Line good.
T.
Weight's good.
T-line.
Yep, Tyler. Close, Tyler.
T.
Close, Tyler. Tyler, hard line. Hard, Tyler. Hard. Tyler. Whoa. Yep. Beauty, Brad. Attaboy.
Boy, is that pretty.
Nice shot.
And that's what we talked about in the opening. Brad Thiessen playing far more draws and doing a great job at it.
Curl in the first end, just a smidge?
Maybe a smidge.
Curl, yeah.
When you go back to the free guard zone, first of all, then the 3-4 rock rule, now 5 rock. The front end is more engaged. It's just, it's an evolution of the sport. But the front end used to just bang away.
Now, you need to have a really broad set of tools if you're playing any position.
Nice shot, Con.
Good.
Nice shot. Really good, bud. He's in there.
Let's take a look at the keys now for Alberta.
Well, lead the way. That is all about Carrick having some wonderful numbers. He is 93%, a definite plus over Rob Gordon. So if he can set up the ends well, that will help. And this is a chronic issue with Team Cooey clock management. Even though there are less discussions, he is a very methodical thinker, and that takes time. But 5 seconds on the clock to throw the other day. Not everybody can do that.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I think it would be just as slow.
We said when they first got together and we saw them, they're just four mimes out there. It was all Marcel Marceau, for those who remember. But yet they get caught. When they do discuss things, they just take a lot of time.
Top 8, top 12.
Yep.
Line's not bad.
Hard line. Hard. Yeah, hard line. Real hard.
We're just tight. Tight top 12.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
So Negavan unlocking that stagger.
Yeah,
And
this
then
heavy.
unable to get around it.
Probably top 12, eh?
Top 12,
Yeah.
just.
Probably more
Was
tight
decent.
than anything, I guess.
So Carruthers now in the keys for him.
Well, the day for Derek. This has been a remarkable transition, in my opinion, moving up to third after playing second for so many years. He is at 82% as an average, 84 off his last game, getting better and more comfortable every game. And rock placement. When you play Kevin Cooey, you have to look all the time at what big weight doubles are possible, because that is his go-to save.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. Connor Negavan.
Whoa. Yep.
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 Hard,
Wife
hard, hard.
Selena, we saw at the Scotties, is due in a matter of weeks.
Guys, see the red.
Hard. Oh, we didn't even.
Okay, good throw.
A good throw, but not a great outcome. Left that stone still up there. They're trying to find an access path to the shot stone, and the angles are not terrific.
Should we almost even... We don't even need to do that, no? Isn't that red protecting our yellow? I think it's protecting.
Or just freeze.
What? What's wrong with same shot? I think that red's helping us right now.
I would have just played the red run.
I don't know. We've often said about
You're just tight, hey, Brad? Yeah, I was tight. I thought
somebody
Steve
took their
was
voice
helping
pills
us
this
draw
morning,
the line. Okay.
because that's an early sign that they want to talk to him. We've often said, though, you got to get out of his way. If he wants to play a certain way, leave him alone. Cooey.
Well, and I think that Tyler is getting more comfortable with Kevin after the number of months they've spent together, but Kevin will go with the plan sometimes, and I do agree with you. We always say that at the Brier, just let him do his
Go
thing.
around it.
Yeah, hard.
It's on. Sit.
All right, what do they set up here?
Well, he's giving him an angle to get in. That's one of those calls when you call it and you call off the pitcher, you have to make it.
Hey, I don't know if you got it or not.
That's a pretty darn good call, I guess. That's a good call.
What?
To run the red.
Okay, sure.
Think so.
Don't need to throw it super hard.
Whatever he wants. Yeah.
So looking to run this way, that does two things. You might get rid of one, but you open up the front.
Hair low.
Yeah, cross.
Runs here nice, bud.
If you play the double on the yellows, the challenge is that if you stuff it or you only get one, you've still left that guard out front. So this is achieving two things.
Yep.
Derek Samogolski moves up into the spot, of course.
Good shot.
That is a great shot.
That was once belonged to Jason Gunlickson.
Look at the lineup now that Derek has left.
Shot, Derek. That boy.
Thanks. Through. Yeah.
Opens the front, red, yellows available.
Not bad. I was scared of,
Yeah,
it's
that's
sweet.
fine.
I think so.
He did fit sweet, but I can never hit that high with the basket. Not bad.
Forward. Okay. This will be fresh at all? A little, yeah. Just a little. Like 2 feet. Yeah. 2, 3
Look
feet.
at the angle double here.
No, just wanting to hit that stone and roll half underneath those two reds so that that direct run back to the shot stone is no longer available.
Okay.
Forward. Yep.
Tyler Tardy.
Forward. Whoa. Girl.
Decent.
Hard.
Can you help this over a little bit? Yeah, nope, just bangs it on the nose.
That's not bad.
I thought roll big or even into it.
Reed, do you ever make this double? Like
That's what I thought. Can I make that?
Yeah.
Like they're pretty
Not
scary.
a lot
I'm
of
not
space.
convinced.
I'm not either.
Maybe. It's pretty
Even if
thin,
you-
though.
Even if we roll over to it, it's
I don't have to whip it.
Either that or if he likes to run, it's good.
I don't like
Whatever
the
you
run.
like.
I don't like the run.
I don't like it right now
No,
either.
that's such a good spot for us. I like hitting this.
He's
Good
worried
play,
about
like,
the
boom,
space
there.
between the yellow
Okay.
and the red.
Do you
Okay.
think that's enough weight though?
I don't know.
Easy.
Okay.
So to make the thin double, you have to get to the inside of the yellow stone by the center line, and that red stone in the 12-foot may be in the way. And so not the double, just the single. Leave your shooter in that area or roll to the inside ever so slightly.
Rob Gordon's got him.
You gotta go.
Whoa! Yep.
There you go. Oh, he's going to roll it over. There was room.
Attaboy, Derek.
Attaboy.
And he'll lay it up
Good shot.
beside.
Good shot, Derek.
Call, Reader.
Shot, Derek.
Thanks.
Attaboy, Derek.
Well, those are two very solid third
Tough shot.
stones by Derek Samagalski.
They couldn't roll the back four.
Yeah.
Come on, they
Yeah, I
just-
mean,
we're third, or if we hit the red. So
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't think we need to worry about that counting too much with this here.
No, but if I don't make a good roll and he makes either double,
Yeah.
Just
like
hit
if
and
I
roll.
just make that double. Like I can't roll here unless I throw like
Hack.
just board or hack, and
Yeah.
it's
Too bad. Yeah, thanks.
total
Too bad I
guessing
didn't hit
here.
that
Sure.
with easy and we like you know what I mean?
Does that not go like that?
It's close. I'm not convinced this one leaves.
Yeah, it looked on TV that it would have won.
Surprised we're playing this. Make it.
Trying to catch there, hoping it goes across the top. Tyler is not convinced that this stone won't be in the way to
Little more,
remove them
Tyler.
all.
Yeah. The yellow should go flying if he hits the one that I went into. Like if he touches the red, it should go
Shade
flying.
high.
Skip stones here in one. Kevin Cooey.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Shade high.
Girl.
Just on that brush side. Decent. Oh, and then drives it through the hole.
Three, and then if you make something, who cares? Yeah.
Didn't like the
I
hit and roll.
I
but-
love the hit.
Oh.
Can we roll away? Actually, what?
Probably
the
the
best,
best,
eh?
Well, for sure, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
just don't be too cute with it.
Could play
I hope we
normal
played
in
the
the
out
out or
turn. We just played
just
it.
go flatter.
He's gonna have some sort of double
Yeah.
almost no matter what. So just whatever
Yeah.
you like.
I like easy out. Easy out in there.
Yeah, I love that read.
Okay.
You got it, bud.
There was never any question about the call. You make that nose hit. The question was, how do we roll the shooter away
Turn,
enough
Control.
that it makes it the most difficult for Kevin Cooey to remove two on his final stone? Chance to lie 3.
Kind of wait.
Nice toss, your Ram. Speed's good.
It's a return, of course, to the site where he won Tim Hortons Brier back in 2011. Reed Carruthers. Then he actually went out and stood on sheet C where he and Stoughton had won the championship to relive the memory.
Hard, Bob.
That even walking from the hotel
Hard, bud.
brought back so many memories for him. Here in the first
Hard.
against Cooey.
Yes! Hard!
The other way. Let's get
Okay, good.
And there you go, 1, 2, and
shot,
3.
Ram.
That's what's facing Cooey
Good line
with his
call, Connor.
last.
Nice shot. Pretty good.
Throw.
try for it, eh?
Yeah.
You get one or the other.
It's hard to miss them both, right?
It would have been better to almost roll out. No, but it almost would have been better to roll out. Because then there's no...
So under their breath, you can hear Samogolski say, maybe it was even better if we would have rolled out, do you think?
Well, they're looking at the triple. And either way, they feel that if he hits it too thin, he'll get one triple. And if not, he'll just get the double. So on Tyler's broom side is where you want to hit it thin so that it comes across and gets the other stone. Could wind up lying 2.
You don't think that yellow will be the catcher to keep that one in?
I think that with the weight he's throwing, he has a chance of making everything go away.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bang. And across. Oh, and... Oh, not quite. Hangs on.
Something special. He throws this up weight so very, very well. There's a lot of people that can throw weight, but nobody throws weight like Kevin Cooey.
15, I think.
Yeah, I love that.
Draw it.
Draw, boys.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you're seeing.
What's that?
Draw.
Yeah, I mean, the big...
That's a tough shot.
Okay.
That's a tough shot.
Okay.
Really? Okay. Well, explain why it's so tough to tap that back and out to bring that one at the edge into play.
I think it's just that Reed is not confident with where to put the broom for that shot. From the hack, he can see probably a third, and I would think that later on in the game he would take it on. But I feel that for Reed, he wants to make sure he scores. He is very much of the school of don't give up points when you have the hammer. Make sure you score.
Weight's good. Weight's
So needs a bite of the white, a little piece of the 8-foot.
Weight's good. T-line. Great throw around. Good shot. Real good weight, bud. Attaboy. Good shot. That's a draw.
So he has his draw weight for the lid. He also has the lead.
Whoa. Whoa then. Whoa then. Too much weight, guys. Just can't touch that.
Doesn't even blink, Rob Gordon, as he throws his lead stones.
13-9.
On this Monday morning, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier from London continues.
That's fine, Bob.
Wild card
Sorry,
number
guys.
2,
Good
Reed
call.
Carruthers from Morris, Manitoba. Open with a single against Alberta. Kevin Cooey, the Glencoe Club. And it is Cooey now that has the last rock. They have the hammer. Playing the Yellowstones.
Well, we talked about it in the break, wondering if that is one of those conversations that Reed Carruthers will have after the game, the old what ifs. Should he have tried for the deuce in the first end? They know the curl of the ice. I think that for Reed, just wasn't confident exactly where to put the broom in a fresh path and wanted to make sure that he got his single point with his hammer.
Yeah, and I think, and I said to you too, he had, even if he played up weight and was forced to roll, he had, what, 10 feet?
We had lots of space.
Yeah, that's fine. We can.
If you lose by 1, that's when you may talk about it, I guess.
It was in the meantime. Wait, I didn't see the ring, so okay.
I think it's off. But
Yeah.
I just...
The
You can measure it
question,
if you like, but
I'll bring an official out.
Something to talk about on TV.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
The question is, you're not allowed to move a stone off the center
We had
line.
one on the sheet earlier. Off. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So then the stone belonging to Alberta is removed. Reed has the choice of removing it or leaving it.
You might be with the outside.
Until the 6th stone of the end is thrown, you can touch that stone on the center line, but you cannot move it off the center line, and that is in fact what Alberta did. So the replacement.
Didn't we see yesterday, actually, you can take your own stone and bump it. You can move yours. And we actually saw somebody
Trying to
raise it
remember
in.
where it was.
Yes.
You know, just to, and then leave it behind cover.
I don't think it was there, Koo.
I think it's close enough.
Reed's looking
Yeah.
for a
I just-
mark, sometimes in the ice. There you
I
go.
see the ring there, but
There you go.
like, because I thought it was like more on the line though.
No.
You think it was like that?
I think you're going.
I don't know.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Close.
And ultimately, the non-offending team, which is Reed, has the say. So Kevin can say, no, I don't agree.
I like that. Split in center.
But it doesn't mean it.
But no. No, quite frankly, no.
No, it doesn't.
Give you like Speed's good.
But you sort it out.
I think that's good.
15 and a.
It was on Carrick Martin's stone that they bumped it, moved it.
I got a little light.
You
got a little light.
Easy if you can.
Go ahead.
Top 12, little
Go
light.
ahead. Hard line.
Hard line. Line
Hard,
kick.
guys. Got to get this at least tight. Come on, boys. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Gordon, Samagalski, got to get it at least tight.
Oh, great sweeping, guys.
Good sweep.
And they do.
Sweeping, guys.
Good shot.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Shot rock belongs to Carruthers.
Better than the world.
Sitting
Better
back
than
forward.
back four.
Better than full four, yeah.
Yep. Good throw, bud.
Like that?
Sure.
So an early update. Ontario
Whatever
opened
you
with
see,
a
I like
couple.
both.
I like the double.
Mike McEwen. Nova Scotia with a steal of one against Nunavut.
Just firm, shade
Yeah.
high.
Make them bold and stick.
And Sturmey wildcard
other
3
corner.
with a single against Scoffin out of
Slide, just-
Whitehorse.
That's why I probably curled a little bit more. Yeah.
Yep.
Brad Thiessen.
Yep. Real hard.
Trying to remove
Whoa,
both.
Kurt. Yep. 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 Yep.
It's good.
Nicely done. Still leaves Reed something to work with.
Full 8.
Full
bud.
8.
Better.
Line's
In
good.
a third Brier appearance for
Weight's good. Maybe a little
Connor
max.
Negavan.
Easy.
Easy, Gordo. Looks like top 4.
Last year with
Line's
Jason
good.
Gunlickson as a
Coming
wild
down.
card, they went 6
Full
and
eight.
4.
Still heavy.
Full 8.
Still heavy. Weight's pretty good.
Line's
Full
great.
8. Line's good. Gordo.
easy,
No, 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 no.
easy,
Doesn't
Gordon,
need to
easy,
curl.
Gordon.
Line's great.
Line.
with it.
Line, 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 line. Go, 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 go. Good.
Good spot.
Shot. Good sweep, bud.
Yeah, that's where I should have stayed with it.
Shot, Con.
Okay, just
Good throw, bud.
firm.
Nice fair.
And it's a little bit of a Christmas tree effect. And so for Brad, sitting in the hat, can't get enough of either of the Redstones in the house. And Kevin Cooey just wants the front gone.
Split center.
Hard.
Trying to catch something on the wave through.
Hard.
Tardy.
Hard. Keep going. Keep
Mark
going.
staying with it. And he'll get that stone off the center line, top 8. And shooter, though, remains out in front, just off center line.
Is it from draw the button, Gordo?
Good throws,
What do you
Brad.
Scene 2 here now.
think? Okay.
15-2 with a good release.
Trust that ice.
Yeah, trust the ice. Be out to it though.
Okay.
Throws nice at the end. You got it there.
When you look at styles of play between these two teams, it is so disproportionately heavy for draws or hits for Cooey versus Team Carruthers. If you look at Carruthers' numbers, 24-36, that says a really balanced attack for the back end. But look at how few draws Tyler Tardy, Kevin Cooey play versus the number of hits. That is all about Kevin Cooey leaving that big shot for him. But because they haven't played very many draws, as we saw in the first end when Tyler called the draw, they sometimes make mistakes because they haven't played enough of them.
Good sweep.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's a great weapon, though, that up weight, right? It got him out of trouble.
All the time.
I like the draw.
Top 4.
Yeah.
You like that? Same as you draw the button.
Okay.
Yeah, same speed.
It's kind of what your second one did.
Yeah.
It's heavy and then like sweep to get a full 8.
You're looking to be
Mine's
about
good.
50% in your
Wait
hammer
only, guys.
efficiency.
It's running a bit.
2 or more when you have the last rock. Both the teams.
Just top 4.
29%.
Got a curl.
Okay.
Lots of room.
You got to go, Carrick. It's wide open.
Okay.
Overhit that.
Not quite getting to the corner. Okay, let's go over and drop in on Prince Edward Island. And that's Tyler Smith against Ontario. Mike McEwen, Ontario opening with a couple.
Well, pressure on Tyler, facing 3, needs full 8.
I loved it.
Really good.
Just keep a broom down.
Mine's good.
In a third appearance at the Brier, the former 6-time PEI junior champion went 1-7 a year ago from the Crapo Community Curling Club. As we watch Derek Samagalski.
Oh, nice weight by Tyler.
The single to get on the board.
Dig, Bob, you got a good one.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, go, go. Any roll, guys, any roll. Any roll, go, go, go.
Oh, and got the roll a little bit. Tucks a little more underneath, and that's a big scrub by Rob Gordon.
Take inside on the next.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little full. I was scared.
When the line's good, move it 2 inches.
Okay.
Now, Reed Carruthers has done a good job of forcing this Alberta team. We just saw their pleasure and happiness in playing a lot of hits in the back end, while Tyler's had to make some draws today.
So this is where you think they may be let down, early draws, huh?
Weight's good.
Bit of room.
Wait only.
Line's good.
Weight to it.
Team. Yep. Hard line.
Hard.
Thiessen, Martin.
Line's
Carson
good.
Survey opened with a
gotta go to
single,
get this
and it's now the team from Whitehorse with Last Rock. And it is Scoffin sitting the one back of the button.
And it looks like he's trying to run his own straight back.
And there you saw the draw problem for Tardy.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close, yep. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Hard. 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 Okay, that's hard.
Good try.
One red.
Thought he might be able to spring the yellow.
I was hoping to pop it out. The potential there was for 4.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Nice player.
So tied at 1.
Speed's good here.
Yeah.
And there's your point, right? If you don't play those draws early.
Tight, yeah. Past the yellow anyways.
So opportunity here for Team Carruthers to guard, plug that hole.
I had a hair heavy. But
Tight.
hey, I like it.
Tight. Yeah, right here, guys. Line only.
Derek.
How heavy?
Derek.
Gotta stop.
We're tight. We're tight.
It's got to sit.
Has to sit, boys. Has to sit. Can we do nothing? No, nothing. Click. Okay.
Well, there's an opportunity missed.
Shoot.
Not bad, bud. All right, Reed, good weight.
Watch, too much curl.
I don't know whether he was a little bit tight, didn't take enough ice.
I'll try and make this tap, don't I?
Yeah, like back line, back 8.
Where, like, honestly, like, it's so frosty. Like, the more ice you take, sometimes,
Yeah.
the more curls.
I felt like a good throw.
I should have said something to Derek and just.
It's good speed here, like 14 and a half.
Well, every once in a while, huh? Well, not every once in a while. We see quite often. He's able to save himself, Cooey.
He really is. He throws that big up weight so well. Reed hitting stuck. He said, if I get the double, maybe I'll get the triple. It does hang around the back, but talk about getting himself out of trouble. Leads to a force.
Go, Tag. Go.
They're great. Houdini makes them all disappear. The key shot brought to you by
What do you think of that?
OK
Max.
Tires. Service, repair, and tires.
Trying to find the right broom placement here. You heard the conversation between Carruthers and Negevin. Connor saying that it almost feels like the more that you take right now, the more it curls. And so for Kevin trying to tap the stone up to the lid.
Hard.
Decent.
Back 12.
That's a delicate balance then.
Just back 8.
Yep.
Back 8.
Hard.
Hard, Brad, hard.
Hard.
Got it right. Oh, they did.
Keep going.
Now,
Go.
can you? Oh, you got to see. They couldn't hold it.
Okay, good shot.
Got across the nose.
Boy, that is curling hard.
Hard to do.
Absolutely. No, I love the intern.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind the freeze.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Even if we corner hook our yellow, like if we're a little light, it's not
Where do we
terrible.
see him?
He's
Like
running
the same
yellow
ice he
button.
just had.
That's it. That's
Okay.
rails.
So trying to come around with the intern and freeze
14-7?
into those
I even like a 14-8.
Okay.
Like your
yellow and red stones.
But did you hear Samagalski from the front? They're always engaged. Leads
Always.
and leads in seconds, and they know everything. Don't I know it?
Well,
Working
yes.
with one. If you hook it on the yellow in the top 12, maybe that could do you something. Let's go over and jump in on Nova Scotia after they stole one against Higgs and the team from Iqaluit.
Well, it is Matt Manuel that is shot. And Jake Higgs trying to run that corner. And we have seen him make some wonderful shots this week already.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Curl.
Historic day, Saturday. Oh, look at that. And then it just backs away, so they'll get their single. The math teacher from St. Thomas, and he's got about 35 to 40 honors students here this morning. Now they're going to avoid that one and play right down. Oh, look at that. Little rub straightens it out and then sits in front.
That's 2, 3 in a row that have over curled in that path.
I have to steal it too.
Great shot. Just missed it on you.
Wait, was mine?
That's okay.
Did they get a bit of a break, though, with that little rub?
Well, if it doesn't rub at all, I don't know what Kevin Cooey has.
Does he have something now?
He's
Okay. Exact same stuff.
playing the same tap, I
think it's
believe. Just needs to get to the face of it. He
Same
knows he
throw,
can because his last one over curled and tap it straight back.
The yellow center line.
Yes.
Yeah. Same weight. You were just tapping it
Back
enough.
4.
Yeah. It's
Well,
same weight.
you wouldn't think it possible, but you're saying that there's enough curl there.
Oh, there is, for sure, Vic. You heard Kevin say after his first one, it's hard to believe it's possible, meaning that he got across the face and tapped it back and didn't get to the shot stone. So he knows this will go.
A hair more.
Yep.
Back line.
Stolen
Back
point right
line.
now on the board for Carruthers.
Yeah,
Decent.
Number up.
Hard run.
Here come those center line cards.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 100.
Yeah, one red it is. And now to your point. Boy, you look good. The fact they don't play a lot of draws early may be the problem here for Cooey. Yeah, you're good.
Curl. Keep going the whole way, guys.
Hard, buddy. Go, go, go. Go, Butter. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Monday morning, Tim Hortons, Brier.
Okay.
From London, Ontario, here on TSN.
Good sweep,
Kathy
buddy.
alongside.
Big sweep. Copy. Ooh,
And
sorry.
Kevin Cooey,
That was way out there.
unbeaten so far, 3 wins, finds himself in an early hole, down by a couple. And once again, it is Alberta.
Airtight.
Top
Team
eight.
from the Glencoe in Calgary.
Lights
Does
good.
have
Hit.
the
Top four.
Hammer playing the
Hold it, hold it.
Yellowstones.
Little bounce. Yeah.
Whoa.
Small bounce.
So a
close.
steal of one.
bounce.
Curling. Tyler.
Yep. Whoa.
So
Small bounce.
Carruthers leads it 2-0. We just did a quick check. So Cooey misses his 2 shots, and you rarely see that.
No.
And then you go back to last night, and he's given up 3 stolen points in his last 4 ends, and that
14-6.
goes back to the game last night against Kelly
Kelly
Knapp.
Knapp.
He gave up a steal of 1 and 7, 1 and 8, and then blew it open and won the game with 3 and 9. And now a stolen point here.
Well, there was some brilliant shot making by Kelly Knapp facing 3 and 4. But otherwise, that game very much controlled by
Line's
Cooey.
good.
It's good.
But pressure on the bigger thing to me last end
Line's good.
was it's
Top
very
12.
rare that we
Yeah.
see Kevin Cooey miss 2 shots in a row.
Yep.
Weight's good. Hard. Gotta go. Hard, bud. Hard. Go, Bob. Hard, guys.
Right to it.
Go.
Right to it. Very
Go,
nice.
go, go.
Good sweep.
Nice shot, Con.
Shot.
They're sharp, though.
shot, good
I mean, that's not taking anything away from Carruthers. They're a sharp team right now.
They are putting a lot of pressure. Their angles are very good.
Good try to throw like cock and hit
Yeah.
roll under.
Good at
I
that,
love
yeah.
Yeah, I like
Such
that.
a good angle.
I like
Yeah.
that too. Just board.
Okay.
Love it.
What? 15. Well, Carrots was the same. It was kind of like roll, then it's like. I was scared. Board.
Weight's good.
Close. Weight's good. Close.
Curl.
First time as well that Alberta and Cooey have actually trailed by 2 points in the event.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Albeit
going.
just
Keep
now
going.
on the
Keep going.
4th day.
It's too much ice. Okay.
Well, that's really good for Kevin to share down with Brad that he had thrown it well. That's good communication.
Be careful. He makes the in-off double and sticks 2 there. Could hit that one.
And that biter sticking around is a problem
The short run or the
for
free?
Reed Carruthers.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
That I'm
You
thinking.
hit that, Con. What's he playing?
He's playing the double, and then you got the runner.
Run. That double's
Or
not
you do
easy.
draw run. I think this is the
Let's
shot.
go with the
You
short
guys
run.
like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make smooth. Firm. Firm.
You know, we've seen Reed Carruthers a lot. We saw him obviously coaching Canadian champions Anderson in Kamloops. Connor Negovan says in his mind, it's really good that his skipper sees so many situations.
Oh, yes.
Sees so much different ice conditions as they run it by, and it looks like it's close for shot. But even,
Okay, Con.
do you remember Reed saying to us in Kamloops, all those situations he sees, he's trying to bring some of that into the men's game and into this Brier.
That's not bad
Or
either.
just go here for now.
It's very different perspective when you're a viewer versus being on the ice. You have a different perspective, and with a team like Carey Anderson, they do so many things so well. Some of them because of Reed, but many because of who they are and what they have chosen to do. And in seeing those things, he sees what works, what doesn't work. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him saying, I'm going to take what I can out of this great women's team and try to bring it back to my own team about pregame and pre-shot, all of that.
Wait on, Lee.
Line's good.
Weight's close. Top 12,
Little
top
bit
8.
of room if anything,
Top
but it's not
12,
bad.
top 8.
Yep. Line's good. Line's good now.
Okay, well, we're good.
It's
Right here.
perfect.
Yep, hard. Looks light.
It's really good.
Oh.
Hit the shot. Beauty. Good. Oh boy.
I don't
Oh,
like this.
really?
I like this shot.
14-9.
You beat the back on
Okay.
He's 14-8.
The reason that Reed is playing this and not chasing after that shot stone is he knows that Cooey's going to have to move that red stone at the back of the 4-foot in order to have another stone count. And if he draws around the corner guard, which is risky without last rock, and if he's able to freeze the stone just thrown, it takes away all of the benefit of that biter on the outside. Wants to make sure he doesn't give up a big end.
heavy?
Back 4.
Clean.
Still heavy. Bouncing. Bouncing.
Whoa, curl.
Well, pressure on Mike McEwen facing 4. Tyler Smith clearly doing a good job this morning.
Did you get that?
So McEwen and in a new place, skipping Ontario as the import, trying to win Ontario's first championship since 2012. And Glenn Howard out of the Royal Canadian Curling Club in Toronto.
Meanwhile, disaster on our sheet, setting up the double.
What the fuck was that?
And what was that indeed? And that's a steal of 3.
I didn't mind running on mine.
Fuck's sake.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
1 and 2. Boy, does that turn it around.
It sure does.
Nice.
Now, hindsight being what it is.
Make the nose double.
Well, it's
I know the reason why you played.
that's why he was playing it, but you got to make
You
it.
got to
Just
make
playing
it.
this.
If you make it, that's not there. But Do you regret not going after that stone?
First
Top
thought was just
4.
make the nose double. He
Now.
makes a double.
Well, it's one of
Try to
those
make a good double
second
and
guesses.
give
You
him 2.
have to make the shots if you're calling them. Unfortunately, they did not.
Double, he doubles
What do you like,
back,
Derek?
and then, like that.
Yeah, sure,
Hit
whatever.
real big or into the
Smooth.
side one.
Yeah, let's make this. Make him make it. And
Make him,
run.
yeah,
Smooth?
exactly.
Yep.
Make him make. You got it, Derek.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Yep, that's hard.
Yeah.
Gotta go, buddy. Hard.
Hard.
Go.
Negative.
Oh, boy.
And he just drives it by.
And sets up another double.
In a 1-1 tie, let's drop in on
11, so.
team from Whitehorse and wild card number 3, Carson Sturmey from the St. Albert Curling Club, northwest of Edmonton.
Now, Thomas Scoffin putting pressure on Karsten.
Yeah, I thought I threw it pretty good.
Line 2, this is a draw to the 8-foot.
That's good.
I like the weight,
Where is
guys.
it? Back 4.
Room.
Off. Wait only right now. You got room.
I think
Let's
Karsten's
go.
actually
You got
playing
room.
the
Back 4, back
split.
4.
You could see that it was
Yeah,
so
Glenn,
close.
Glenn, Yep, back 4. Hard,
Glenn.
Gotta go.
Hard,
Hurry,
Glenn.
go.
Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Hard on both of them.
Go.
Oh, what a great shot.
Good throw. Nice.
I think that's good for 2, Vic.
Well, 1 for sure. He'll take a look at those around the edge.
I think he did.
Good shot.
Well, you can't be right too often.
I got a 50-50 chance,
There you
right?
go.
Too young. Yeah.
Attaboy, Skip.
Nice. Thanks, man.
2 it is.
Sweet, guys. Good sweet.
Lee. Celebrations in the booth. Streamers, lights.
Nice throw, buddy. Yeah. Nice. Great shot.
Well, for Reed Carruthers and their team, they are just putting rocks in wrong spots and got unfortunate to not get the double and leave the shooter right there. And so for Tyler, we talk about what is his strength. We saw him miss 3 out of 4 of his first shots that were draws. But he just made a double and a chance to make a double again.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard,
Tyler Tardy.
Hard, back it up. Hard.
Oh, he kills his own at the back, but that still sits 3 there.
Still a very good outcome with hammer.
Kev, what?
Okay. Shot. If you make that double, then
Make the back, obviously. Looks like a half, eh?
Kevin said he was.
About a half?
They asked him about the age difference
Okay.
with Tardy. He's 24 and he's 48. He says, hey, as long as he can shoot, and he can, he works very hard, speaking of Tardy, at the game. That's all he does. He's a curler and puts a lot of effort in, and that's what Cooey wants to see.
So looking for a double back.
I doubt they're talking about music,
No,
right? So it's what you bring to the ice that's important.
that is all that matters.
hard, buddy. Back it up. Hard. Go. Gotta go.
How many you got here? Coming over. Oh, you got that one? No sliding underneath.
Well, I think Reed was tight out of his hand. They called right away.
Yours get a little bit of curl
Okay.
too? That's where mine curled a bit too.
All right, bud. All good. No worries.
Yeah, you can even slip deep, right?
Well, yeah. Who knows what 2 inches more does?
Yeah.
2-0, Nova Scotia leads.
Jeff was on it to curl at the
And
end,
once
so-
again, it is the team from Iqaluit, skipped by Jake Higgs, the math teacher from St. Thomas.
Chill.
Looking for full 4-foot.
Clean. Okay. Just clean.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Chris. Clean. Christian's rock. Christian's rock. Carve.
Christian Smitheram.
Yeah, you're good.
Brady St. Louis, Sheldon Wettig. And that's for the single.
on that.
Saw Kevin having a lot of discussion with the team, trying to just figure out paths and get some great advice from Brad and Kark about what he needs to throw.
14-1.
Hard, guys. Hard, guys.
Hard. Gotta be back here. Go, 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 go.
Keep going, Brad. Hard.
Go, go, go,
Hard.
go, go, go.
Keep going. Keep going.
And they wanted it back deep, knowing that Reed's not going to play the freeze, but wanting to make sure that they tried to take away any double opportunity.
Did they?
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
Oh yeah, for sure in the shelf. Yeah. Could play normal and it's a hair flatter for me, but
Whatever you like.
yeah.
Going after that biter, trying to hit and roll underneath.
I'm gonna play solid easy, okay?
Solid easy.
Solid easy, and me right there. Okay.
I'll probably just keep a broom down most of the way.
The challenge is this path right through here. They call it a shelf. It's not a shelf, but what happens is sometimes the pebble on the outside, especially on this outside sheet, it can build up a little bit. So what he's saying is that it's almost fighting its tendency to go in, and once it starts to curl, it will really curl. So it is very path specific.
Well,
Close. Clean.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah!
Hard.
Whoa! Curl! Curl!
Good.
Curl!
Samagalski. Oh, they'll crash on that top.
Good try, buddy.
Push it in. Oh, dear.
And that's the audible where they decided it was curling too much.
I don't know, man. I thought I threw that good.
It's just so far out there, it's hard to know. And so huge opportunity for Cooey with some paint for 4.
Absolutely. In an end that hasn't been played well.
No.
By Carruthers after their really solid start.
And an end which Alberta took advantage of every opportunity. The Carruthers team placed stones in spots. They were able to make a couple of doubles.
I had pretty good. You don't have to give him
pretty good, guys.
any help, Cooey.
Just clean. You're all over this. Just clean it.
Back 4, back.
Always got just clean it.
Back 4. Broom down, broom down.
97% on his draws. 4 it is. So a couple of threes last night in a win. That is the first 4 put on the board in this year's Brier by Cooey. They don't give up any steals, do they? Here we go. Heaver. Flash. Go. They cut it by. Now bang away. Oh, and then it gets caught up. This could also be the game right now on the line. He's facing 4. Staying with it. Molding, calling line. Got to come across and sit there. And he spins away. And it will be a steal of 1.
Fantastic shot.
Clean. Clean it.
Good.
Ooh, and he's going to give him 1. Interesting double and stick for the win. Kevin Cooey. Have they got this for 4? Bang it, run it across. Are you going to touch it far enough? Oh! And they did it for 4 championships. Kevin Cooey. And milestone reached yesterday by Kevin Cooey as he reached the 100 mark to tie Glenn Howard. Then a win last night to take that lead, and still far behind Brad Gouju at 164.
Chasing
how it changes, though. I mean, look at those players on that team, and where now here we are in 23, and they're all over.
They're
the
place.
Scattered.
And you know what? I really appreciate Kevin Cooey's approach to, I'll take a team, and then after 8 years, 2 cycles, that's enough. And it's not about you're not good enough or I don't like you anymore. It's just he runs it as a business.
It is.
And if I'm going to keep things fresh, and maybe I'm not as good with you around, but maybe you're not as good with me around either.
Good shot.
Nice. That rock has to be straighter.
So that little biter buried under the corner guard, even though the other stones are in the 8-foot and 4-foot, is definitely something that Reid Carruthers is building this end towards being able to use. So for Connor, looking for the run back, move some of those stones out of there so that that biter can eventually count.
Yeah, that's the thing we've talked about, Kathy, is that you want to draw the play over there, but the only time you can is once you start cleaning up the middle.
Bet.
I like that run.
I like it.
You like ripping him? Yeah. Okay. Roll the center is perfect. Yeah, roll the center. Guard and rip. Okay.
Okay.
Here low. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Yep. Curl. 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 Curl.
Stuffed it.
Good throw.
So still some corners to work with.
It's out.
It's out? Okay. Yeah, get some guards to work with.
Okay.
We're just make this for now.
I think you make
Whatever
the
you
double.
like.
Yeah, make the double.
Yeah. Same throw.
Same throw?
Same throw.
Well, we saw the mistake by Ontario and McEwen as they give up the steal of 3 in the third. And once again,
So weird.
it's the shot rock belongs to McEwen. Draw for 2, I think.
Yeah, it is indeed a chance to get back, and that's where you have to have mental toughness. Mike clearly frustrated, the team frustrated with that last throw, but it's done. And here's your chance to tie with lots of game to go.
Okay. Good, Mike. 2.
Chelsea's second draw picks up 2 to tie.
Good deuce.
Grabbed a little bit on me.
That's fine. I would err on my side, right?
They lost
We'd
the
rather
shooter, but
roll
they made
behind
the
my
double.
corner. Figure out my rock.
And so for Reid Carruthers, he's got
Still same
corners
speed,
on
eh?
both sides,
Yeah,
asking
They're
Tyler to come to
slower
the
if
middle.
anything, but you mind it. Hey,
thought-
I got there.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
there if anything.
Back 4.
Tee back for it. Weight's good.
Think so?
Back for it.
I think we're back 4. I think we're back 4.
Yeah.
We're back.
Good.
Nice.
And they wanted it behind the tee line in this particular case because for Reid Carruthers, if you hit and roll off
What do you
either,
think for speed?
either left or to the right, you're going to be deep in the house and not a huge threat to Kevin Cooey, and that's why Reid is ignoring it and just asking Derek to go around the corner.
Line's good.
Top 8.
You got room, Bob.
Line's good.
Wait's close. Like to go.
Line's good. Both go. Line's good. Where's it?
Just in.
Go ahead.
Gold in.
Wait's good.
Line's
Hard,
real
hard,
good.
hard, hard,
Yeah,
hard,
line.
hard.
Line.
Go, go, go.
Line. Distance.
Boys, go.
I got it.
Curl go. Curl go.
You got
Curl
enough?
go.
Oh, very nice to wrap it
Very nice.
around. Second
Good
shot.
job, boys.
Very nice.
Gotta love Derek Samagalski
Good judge.
for the event. Said, you know, it's been 25 years ago. He was a 13-year-old kid in the West St. Paul Curling Club and was a junior. He'd spare for his mom and dad, maybe on a Friday night mixed. Now he's in his 8th Brier, and he said, forever grateful.
This is the show. As a young woman growing up, the dream of the Scotties was very much part of my world, and getting to it, there was never a time that I took it for granted, and I think that for these players, it is so special to play in this event.
Karsten Sturmey and the wildcard team from St. Albert, the home of the great Heck Gervais, who won here in London. First time that Brier was played here. And they are sitting 3, and that's what is facing Thomas Scoffin of Whitehorse.
And Thomas needs at least half of its stone in the 4-foot in order to count against 3.
Wait only.
Little bit.
Wait only.
Line's good.
Looks good. Line's good. Line's good.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Oh. Looking good, looking good.
Yep.
You got her. Clean it.
Shot.
Very nice.
For the single. A much needed single.
Nice judge.
Well,
terrible, Andy. Just
trading
got off.
opportunities here on our sheet. Tyler ticked the guard and missed the shot stone. And then the opportunity for Carruthers to stick to lie 2 did not make it. So the door's opening both ways.
Tyler was hacked. He was.
Yeah, he was
hacked.
Same to the wings though, for speed.
I'd say
If anything, a hair
nicer.
faster. Yeah.
You know, everybody has to adjust. Everybody has to get to know the other person. Let's quickly go over here first. And it's 2-1. Nova Scotia leads. Last rock does belong to the team from Halifax and skipped by Matt Manuel.
Well, and he's going to need it. He's facing 3.
Those ones aren't mine. I don't know those kids.
He's talking about groups of students that are in this morning.
I got light.
Yeah, the honor roll students getting a bus trip in from St. Thomas, which is south of London.
Line's
We
great.
saw Kevin Cooey just bounce off.
Line is great.
Curling
Running
now.
good. 14-9. Big clean down, Jeff. Out of B,
Yeah.
boys.
Nice weight.
Out of B.
Sweep, guys.
For the single.
Yeah, one.
But just to
Great
finish
throw,
my
Matty.
point, after all
Yeah,
those
that was a
years
nice release for you.
with a front end, now he's got to adjust to Thiessen and Martin. You know, you talked about how different their style of play is.
Toss your ramp.
What kind of information do they feed him? Maybe they need to talk a little bit more, a little less. What does he like? All those subtleties.
Well, the advantage has gone back and forth the last 4 stones.
Weight's good.
And now opportunity again
Weight's good.
for Carruthers.
Clean, Bob.
Needs to
Yep,
stick
yep.
to lie 2.
Yep. Little down. Hard, Bob. Hard,
Gotta
Bob.
go, Bob.
Hard, Bob.
Gotta go, Bob.
Hard, Bob.
Good, Brad.
Good sweep.
That boy, Reed.
Nice weight.
Nice shot,
Nice weight.
Thanks.
Great throw.
Thanks.
But how important
Shot,
that
Reed.
stone was from Samagalski. Need to force this, right, to wrap that around?
Normal.
Okay.
Well, no double. Kevin came back to make sure that he looked around. He does that all the time, and it's a great lesson for younger skips. Don't just stand out in the front of the house and say, okay, I'll just have a wide open hit. He comes back with his routine of taking a look at the house. Nope, there's no option for 2 or to get rid of 2, and so this is now the nose.
Control.
Yeah. Solid control. Run.
Good.
Run. Hard, Brad. Hard to stick. Go, 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 go. Okay.
We could barely hear you. I heard
No,
the
it's
second
the,
and third, Brad.
The students, some of the younger grades are in here too
Quarter.
on a Monday morning. It's always the
14-8.
always part of the Scotties, part of the Brier local school boards are invited to bring their students in to get a taste of what a curling event is like.
There they are. Oh, nachos for breakfast.
Good toss here, bud.
Hey,
Wait, 14-8.
all the food groups.
And it is great, but it does require the teams to start to do a lot of looking up on big shots. When Karek and Brad said, we can hardly hear you, I believe that is for sure the truth.
Early, guys.
Not bad.
It's curling
Pardon?
a little earlier.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't think you can hurt
It's
that.
too easy.
Never heavy.
Well, the chance for 2 from a
Clean,
very
clean.
uncharacteristic
Never
end for
heavy.
these 2 teams. Kevin just ticking on his first and
Yeah.
rolling out on the second. That is a bit surprising.
Yeah, it's curious. Both teams struggling a little bit.
Great draw on your first one. Great draw on your first
Yeah,
one.
perfect.
But in the end, it's a couple for Carruthers.
Good job, boys. Get in.
And we're tied at 4.
Get in. Okay, let's get hurt up. It's worse right here, Greg. Like right on this side of the text. On
Monday
London.
morning, Tim Hortons Brier
This is the
from
worst
London.
stuff. Like,
And
I can
Reed
actually
Carruthers
feel it, like bounce.
thinking that there may be a little bit of a bump, maybe a ridge in the ice that has affected 1 or 2 stones down the path as Kevin Cooey makes his way down.
It's like
Greg
a
Owasco,
big
the
inlet.
head ice technician, has come out as well,
You can
as
feel
well
it
as
with
the
your
umpire.
slider. Like I was sliding over it and I bounced.
Feel something, Kev? Feel something or not really?
I never did, but what are you gonna do?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what's like. It's on the end in the London. Like you can.
Wouldn't be the first time a drip we've encountered.
Yeah.
You can
drips.
see.
What's that?
But maybe it's a blade. Maybe it was the way it's straight.
Just as I was sliding back, but like I don't know how you fix that though. So.
We would have to fill it and then re-scrape it.
Yeah, that's.
Like,
Do we just roll with it?
That's Greg Owasco on the right. He's the head ice tech.
Yeah. Well, I know. I think it's just one spot. I think it's in this range.
Yeah, it's not here anyway.
Yeah. It seems like it's deeper in this side.
I don't think you can throw a bunch of pebble there.
Yeah, I don't. It's going to change the surface. So I think we just have to roll with it.
Suck it up, yeah.
So what Greg's saying is that they can fix it, but what they would have to do is put some water down and essentially scrape over it, and that would take a little bit. It's something that they'll do, but you can see almost like that little valley over the end where it goes underneath, and Reed felt it going over. We definitely saw some rocks jump. We were confused why these really good teams
Does something,
might have had some weird outcome on some stones, but that will have a huge impact, and now that becomes part of the strategy for both skips. How do you force somebody to have to make a big shot, knowing that the little divot, if you will, in the ice may impact the outcome of the stone?
Yeah, Cooey didn't see it. Cooey didn't feel it. I mean,
But he slid on the other side.
I mean, but you're right. If we would be held up for at least 15 to 20 minutes, had they done that, they would have had to bring out the scraper, take everything down, re-pebble, and then break the pebble. That's a long process.
Well, then the ice sits, and when you come back, it's different.
So we're going to have to open up, like
open it up
a bit.
Okay.
But certainly they'll have to be aware of it. As we play now in 5 in a 4-4 tie.
Late. Hard breath.
Cooey trying to win trying to win 4 in a row, and Carruthers at 2-1 coming in.
Well, you see Kevin immediately went to force the play to this side, feeling even if Kark is open, playing a hit over that path creates even some uncertainty in your mind about what the rock will do.
Yeah. I think it's more now in. I don't think Cooey's bothered by it right now. I mean, you have to be aware, but he's trying to force it on Carruthers.
I'll give you a bit more.
And if you see where Carruthers is taking the broom, he's now trying to force it on Cooey.
Yeah. All right, update 4-4 tie. PEI in Ontario. And Ontario sitting 1, actually 2, a little nibbler at the back.
Tyler playing the hit, looking for the nose.
Tyler Smith.
Yep. Hard right to it. Clean.
And it'll settle for Smith, curling 94% at the moment. To take the lead going to the break. Steal of 3. In the third, the big end.
Or this one.
As McEwen missed his last.
Actually, just blank is good now. I like that. Sure.
Okay.
Top 8 weight.
So the over curl by Kark on his first one actually helps because it's something that Team Cooey can use to tap back onto the stone just thrown by the Carruthers team.
Back 4.
Hair tight, if anything.
Back 4.
Clean.
T
Yep.
line.
Close,
Back 4.
yep.
Back 4, T.
Yep.
Line.
Back 4. T line.
Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back 4,
Whoa.
back 8.
Straight.
Close.
Straight.
Back 4.
Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
I am nowhere close on those guesses.
Frustration. What is it for Martin right
Run
now?
it and try to blank it.
Best shot I see.
Well, I think that it
That just gets
was
scary.
a good throw by Carrick. It was
Or we try
told
to get
down
out.
the ice that it was about
No.
back 4, and so Kevin Cooey is
this is the
calling
call,
based on that line. And you heard
Yep,
Tyler say,
blank
I'm never
screen.
good at those. It's hard. You're
Yeah,
trying to
nose.
judge
Right in the nose, Con.
a stone with weight, and you're still in some new paths on that outside. The weight came down a little bit more, and so it overcurled. They're so close to making that, but just that little bit of communication off.
Yep. Hard Gordon. Hard Gordon.
Gordon.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh, watch where that spins.
Get out of there. Okay,
One
good.
will go at least. Center line
throw,
guard
Con.
remains
Good
up
throw.
top.
Oh, man.
Alberta with the hammer and sitting 1 T-line, 12-foot.
I thought it was disaster for a second.
Oh, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Good throw,
Yeah.
man. Good boy.
Yeah, a little solid.
Good boy.
Curl. Straight. Straight.
No.
Solid.
Straight. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Anything.
Tardy picks him up and sits right there.
Okay.
We just had to give her.
Is that raw? Is that out?
Yeah.
It's out, but it is such a usable stone. Any rollout, that is a splittable stone to lie to. So while he would have loved to have been on,
Normal.
it's still a really great spot for Team Cooey.
Go down.
Clean.
Hard.
Whoa.
Wait,
Yep.
good.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll it. Roll it. Gotta go.
Got the roll underneath. A little bit more.
Nice.
Oh, they'll tuck a little piece under.
Good throw, Con.
Super bad, I think. I think he just makes it now and rolls in.
I know. It's a great throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to hit that red.
No.
It's not killing us, right?
No.
What do you guys like?
That's fine, yeah. We could split them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I like that. You got a splitter pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally we get the shooter buried.
It's all about
Back
when.
line.
Just back line.
Now the time to play this?
You could choose to play the hit on the back, but this, if you're able to split one behind the center guard and one out in the wings, now Reed has to start chasing you, and one rollout is a guaranteed two.
Yep.
Yep, fine. Back 12.
Hard.
Back line.
Whoa. Whoa.
Close. Girl.
Curl. Whoa.
Tardy.
Whoa, whoa. Straight.
Watch this now. Look at Martin. Oh, and just taps it straight back. And a little bit more room now if they're going to try that split again.
That wasn't.
Just over sweet on you a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, just cooking today.
Right.
Overbrushing.
Yeah, hack and roll.
Just a little bit overdone.
Bump.
And you're right, Vic, that split is still there, but it's moved up a rock.
good,
It's
Con?
just that
Speed's
little
nice,
bit
that's
more
good ice.
difficult.
Good speed, bud. Wait's good.
Clean.
Baby. Wait's good.
Now, we talked about
Yeah.
Derek Samagalski. What a
Whoa,
huge
clean.
leap this has been
Whoa,
for
clean.
him, playing second all those years, and because
Yeah.
of Jason stepping back,
Hard.
stepping up to third.
Nice shot. Good call, Reed.
This it too. You know,
call,
Samagalski,
Reed.
7th Brier for him. And you think back to his early days with Rob Fowler, then Carruthers, and McEwen,
bud.
Good.
and now back with
Little
Reed.
solid. I don't know where it's better to roll more.
Well, he's had some wonderful numbers. He started in the 70s, and he's been gaining in terms of percentages through
Control.
each game.
Yep.
And that speaks to comfort with the position.
Curl. Whoa. Yep.
Good.
Good shot, Tyler.
The roll underneath was what they were really after. Not too worried about the double. Nice weight for that shot.
That was firm, hey?
Talk about the adjustments here,
Pretty
Kathy, for Cooey.
Well,
he's got 2 lefties now in that team.
He is, and so that is a special kind of read that you have to have, because how he lets go of the stone and how Tyler let go of the stone are completely different, and the results can also be different. But then we talk about the propensity to play those big weight hits. Those are going to run straight, whether you're left-handed or right-handed.
Attaboy. Good shot, buddy. Nice line cross there.
Sorry, guys. It was a little
Pistol, Derek.
Good call.
Great shot.
Call. Okay. I think they might just hit too.
Two options for Cooey. You hit the stick out there, or you play the draw.
Yeah.
Speed same?
Yeah.
A little heavy. Like same as last day.
14. Yeah.
Well, the draws have been the challenge for Tyler this morning. There is no surprise on his hits. He's a terrific hitter.
A little light. I think a lot light, actually. Yeah.
Gotta go line.
Yeah, gotta go.
Line's good.
Okay, stay on it.
Well, I'm seeing a couple of
Tough eight.
reds in there, so it appears that Nunavut is sitting 2. Last rock, Jake Higgins coming up.
I think what he's trying to do is hit that yellow on the outside onto red onto yellow for 5.
Wouldn't that be something?
He doesn't have a lot of other options, to be honest, Vic. There's so many guards up front.
Yep. Yes!
As we mentioned, history making on Saturday as they won Nunavut their very first. A crash in front doesn't get there. But those 2 will go on the board.
There was something flashing. It was off your watch. It was hitting me right in the eye, the reflection. Oh.
That's okay.
Sorry, buddy. No, that's okay. It didn't affect my shot. I just missed
So
it.
they pick up the 2. They'll go to the break in a 3-3 tie.
Smooth.
Oh, you're playing the run, okay?
Yeah.
Good toss, Sharam.
Close. Whoa. Curl.
Any more down.
Got it.
Sharam. Good call, Con.
And look where that spilled to as well.
Well, and that shows you how much they're starting to figure out this ice. He was counting on that falling back about 4 inches to 5 inches.
Thanks. Boy. Beauty.
And it did.
It's just that little roll towards center line that tucks a piece underneath.
It looks like it there.
Yeah.
Good throw. Great throw.
Team of lead.
Shot reader.
Team of leads. Eh?
Yeah. So half open to Kevin. That's a broom for quiet weight.
Think I can get under?
I don't know. You could.
Yeah.
Do you think he can get across the nose and underneath?
I don't know. The in-turn side, I would say yes. This out-turn side wants to pull back. He took a little bit less ice. It will finish as it starts to get up. I don't think there's a shelf out there, but it does want to stay out there.
Just through.
Just through.
Almost half. Yep. Whoa. Hack. Whoa. Hack. Whoa. Curl.
Come on.
Now, Tease.
Straight.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Roll it, Brad. Roll it. Big roll. Big
Oh,
hard.
not even close. Not even close.
Okay. It was a little heavy. Hey.
Well, maybe that's the
You
reason.
need to curl it.
Yeah.
A little too much weight.
Straight it.
Well, we were trying. I thought he said get to the inside. We were trying to get the inside first, right?
Yeah, that's what I was playing earlier.
Yeah, that's what I. Brad did.
Letting him play a dub for the blanket.
Yeah, he's playing out.
Remember?
I think we're happy with that.
Yes.
Easy.
At mine, I would
Easy right there. Get him just a little bit here.
I'm going to try to make this just a smidge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Just a hair, yeah.
I think we just let him have that double for
Oh,
the
yeah,
blank.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make the nose hit and yeah.
Yeah.
You
If
like
anything,
this?
we roll an inch to
I mean,
the
I guess
center,
it's tough
but
to roll
yeah,
somewhere
it's all good.
without jamming. Is that right?
Control.
Well, if you do
Yeah,
roll
let it-
underneath, you are for sure jamming, and the risk is just too high. So for Reed, we'll play the hit just off nose, maybe roll a little bit to the right, and then if Kevin wants to take on the double to blank, they're comfortable with that, but depending on where the roll is, the double will always be there, but the roll out might not be.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Clean.
Line.
Line.
Hard.
Line.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Yep, yep, whoa, whoa.
Watch out.
Just a hair.
Very nice.
Good shot.
So did actually get a roll. Came very close to touching the road.
Nice shot, Reed. Good throw, bud.
Aggressive line call.
Oh, Jesus God.
When you see numbers like that, and we saw his hit numbers were much less
Yes.
than his draw numbers. Are you concerned in your game, or is it the situation that's led to those numbers?
It is the situation. Thinking about Reed playing a stone on the biter in the third and far out in the wings in uncharted territory. They talked about a shelf. The same thing with Cooey. I think that on that last one, he would have been marked at maybe 50% for that. But you're also in a new path. They're still figuring out the ice, and the ice changes from draw to draw, certainly from night to morning.
Clean. Just clean. Forward. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Looking for the nose.
Shot, Kev. One yellow.
One yellow it is. Here in 5, we're halfway through on this Monday morning at the Brier.
It's a good bounce back. Who's forced after?
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
We are in the heart of southwestern Ontario, London, midway between Toronto and Windsor on the Highway 401 corridor for this year's Brier. Single for Cooey has him in front now as we check the numbers after 5, Kathy.
Well, that 4 leaps out at you at the board. It was a series of doubles made by Tyler Tardy and Kevin Cooey, and bad placement by Reed Carruthers that really led to that. But then the best way is to bounce back. Uncharacteristic, Cooey ticks on one, rolls out on another, and forcing last end, well, that really made the difference. But look at the draw numbers for Kevin Cooey. We talk about his hitting ability. It is always legion, but the draws have been a bit of a struggle for the back end for Alberta.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet Canada, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. So Reed Carruthers will have the last rock. Team wild card number 2 out of Morris, Manitoba, here at the Brier.
It's what we gear every season towards. We want to come to the Brier and we want to play for Quebec. When you win and you get rewarded with the blue jacket and the Purple Heart, it's like the whole season was worth it, and it's great to be here.
I think if we can get through the first few games relatively unscathed, then I think we'll be in good position. But all we can control is just going out there playing well and making sure we're ready for each and every game.
Both teams at 2-1. Rough start for Felix Asselin, but has won 2 in a row, and that will be our feature at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And it wasn't about shot making. I watched his first game. They just left so many rocks in play and were giving themselves such a high degree of difficulty when you're still learning the ice. But the last 2 games he has called a very balanced game and has had some terrific results with the 3 players in front of him.
We are in the home of the London Knights, Budweiser Gardens. The Knights playing very well. They've already qualified for the Ontario Hockey League playoffs on a 6-game road trip. Trying to make the win the league, of course. Got a trip to the Memorial Cup, which is this year in Kamloops.
We just were.
Yeah. So we'll come back on this.
It's not bad.
Monday
Still a little
morning,
heavy.
day
Okay, I agree.
4
I agree.
of the Brier.
It looks like the mops.
Can't go.
Well, looks like the mops actually helped a bit.
Okay.
Nice shot.
And what he's referring to is they were starting to feel like it was sticky underfoot and the frost might be creeping in. Not necessarily above the pebble, but you can feel it on your foot. But the mop at 5 would have lifted some of that off.
There's a hair more.
Okay.
Line's good. Line's good.
Top 4. T.
Wait only.
T. Yeah, T.
Whoa.
Top 4 T.
Hold on.
T at least. Yeah.
Stay with it, Tyler.
Back 4.
Whoa. Not behind the tee.
Keep going. Good.
Just. Nice. Top 4, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 2011, last time the Brier was here. Jeff Stoughton, John Meade, Reed Carruthers, Steve Gould.
Weight's good.
Throwing the second stones was Reed Carruthers, and now skipping wild card and back again in London.
Well, that is the last time that Manitoba won the Brier. And I talked to Matt Dunstone about that,
Back 4.
feeling that maybe there is some karma coming into this event for Manitoba teams.
Nice shot, Bob. Good
judge, guys.
But there are many other teams that say, no thank you.
He's up.
Yeah.
I mean, the crucial thing is, and we can't emphasize enough, is that it's the playoff format.
It is.
When you get this level
I thought it was there.
and
I thought heavy,
only
Tyler.
3
I thought
teams
heavy.
going through,
There, just for line.
and you've got to have a better than 500 record.
Yes, to
as
even get into a
it,
tiebreaker.
right? And now, if you're not first, you're into an elimination game.
Yes.
So, my gosh, it's tough.
Well, we're going to get to it for sure.
It's a tough format, and there are so many good teams in this field,
Or you
as
ever
there
lock
were at
another
the
one on the red,
Scotties.
It is so good.
Is it hard to get there? Like, is it?
Are you okay with this? That's the shot.
You could probably make it good, hey?
Yeah. Top 4, bud.
15-2. I got 14-4.
Cart Martin's first stone, while it was buried, was just that little bit too deep. And so it allowed Carruthers to come on top. Now he's having a setup shot, and that yellow stone is always going to be there, and with one run back or move, it will be gone.
Right now.
And if Carruthers' team can get in top of it, then it would be 2.
Slight bounce.
We're a little heavy.
Close. Whoa, curl.
Still heavy.
Curl.
We're back 8.
Yeah, it's really heavy. 14-2.
14-2? Okay.
Oh, boy.
Shoot.
14-2.
Okay.
Oh, boy. It's just disaster. I'm just saying we draw there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not ideal. It is true Carruthers' team is shot, but if Brad is able to lop on top, trying to score multiple points this end will become really difficult.
Got about the same.
Wait only.
Hair more.
Weight's good. Top 4.
What? Whoa for line. No.
You're just freezing.
Yeah, we're bumping an inch.
No.
T-line.
Boy, this path is so fast.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard. Keep going.
It's fine.
Okay.
Good shot. Or do you just double? It's a little tuck, okay?
What?
It's a little tuck.
So Carruthers with last rock, sitting the shot
double.
stone.
Really good.
I can lob it in there, too. I was going to say,
2
if you beat him in,
shots.
that's not bad.
That was... It just gets scary, though, with all these...
Whatever you like.
What do you like?
My first
I
thought
love
was the double
opening up the
peel,
front.
but it's just getting a little scary. I
If
think
you
so.
lob one in, it's not, I don't think it's the
What's
worst
the?
I think this opens it up for us, boys.
Yeah.
What makes it scary?
What makes it scary is that your shot on the lid, but you have right now very few opportunities to get in for a second point. And there's still so many rocks to come. So for Connor, you open up that front. Kevin Cooey's going to have to make a decision about coming in, but then again, you can still blast. So many rocks to come.
Yep, Gordo, Gordo, get in, Gordo, go, Gordo.
Oh, little catch.
Good shot.
Did that one hit Kev? I don't know. No.
That
Good
hit.
shot, Connor.
I thought, didn't it?
I didn't see.
Okay,
No?
okay, sorry.
Good shot, buddy.
Thanks.
Good.
I hit a thick half.
Is that good?
I don't mind making the double, but
Can we just make the double? Like,
whatever Kevin wants to. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Seems like a good call.
Yeah.
For sure. You have the opportunity to get rid of both of those red stones in the forefoot.
Half.
And you have the right guy in the hack to throw a up-weight hit.
Yep.
Third stones here in 6.
Yes.
Tyler Tardy.
Hard.
Decent.
Hard. Hard.
Bang. Don't see any red anymore.
Good. And theirs will be out.
Yeah. Blow, bud.
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds blow.
In turn, two-thirds.
Take your time there. You got it, bud.
And that's why you played that peel early. It did allow the double by Tyler, well made, but now you have the chance to run this back.
Close.
Touch all 4.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Make a lot of noise.
Curl,
3 for sure.
Curl.
Gordon. 1, 2, 3,
Nice.
4.
Get
Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. And away it goes.
What a great shot.
Is that a shot? Holy.
The quad and stick to lie too. This third position is really not that hard, says Derek Samagalski.
Quad rolled, dead, fucking nutted on the other side.
Solid control.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
So Cooey's team now looking to hit and roll towards the middle. We'll try to find a way to group some stones.
Oh, Derek, nice shot for me.
Good.
And
I
now
think I just knows this, right?
Now can we know?
Can I throw easy? You okay with easy?
I like easy. Take your time.
Is this gonna? Is that tight
I like
for me or?
No. Is that sorry?
Is that tight for me?
I don't think so. Like I think with easy with a good release, you can ask for 1 more inch.
Just a smidgen.
I like that, bud. You got it.
You hear him Derek, refer to Connor a lot, and that's because Connor is in the house holding the broom for
Easy,
Reed, so has a really good perception of what these stones will do.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
Well, you don't want to
Yep.
miss this now. And they'll roll it away a little bit.
Hard, eh?
Yeah.
After making that wonderful shot, the
Like I called it because
worst
I
you could do is
hard,
ever
but it's
roll
almost
out.
like normal.
All around.
Okay, nice shot, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Terrific stuff.
Real nice.
Samagalski.
I wasn't convinced on his first one that top rock would, or like the ones.
What do you like?
My first thought was roll off this and have a double on your next.
It's either one though, right?
Yeah, it's just that's closer to center, so.
So in as much as for Tyler's last one, Kevin Cooey trying to roll towards the other stone. This is not about a double attempt. They're too flat. But if you can group the stones a little bit, maybe there'll be a double on your second one.
Carruthers and Negevin still smiling about Samagalski's shot. Skip rocks. Kevin Cooey. 3-3 tie, playing 6. Oh, it's shot rock, belongs to Whitehorse. Back of the button, final on the way, Karsten Sturmey.
So that's more.
It's 1 for sure. It might even be 2. As we watch Cooey roll out.
Line's close. Line's good. Yes, line.
Hard, boys!
Yes, line, go!
Hard!
Hard! Line's good!
Line's perfect.
J.D. Lynn calling the line. And that will be good for a single. And a 4-3 lead.
Should be good down the middle here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
Should be 15 here.
Yeah. Nice toss here, Ram.
What do you think about? That we saw that picture. That was his debut. He was throwing second stones for Stoughton, and of course you go to school. And Jeff, being really a cerebral kind of skip, right? He learns from him. Reed himself is a teacher.
Yes.
You saw him and the way he handled and handles, continues to coach Anderson. The growth in Reed Carruthers through what now? That's 11, 12 years.
He's, you know what, Reed is just a great human being beyond being a really good curler. And it's not only what he has learned from other people, but also what he takes to other people.
Ontario continues to lead. Nova Scotia by a couple on Nunavut.
2 schools up there now, he's saying. Can't wait to be a dad.
And you will be sooner than you think, my friend. Selena due in a couple of weeks.
Yep. Whoa. Girl. Girl.
Trying to get the hit and roll underneath.
All right, fresh spot.
He rarely wears his any emotion on his sleeve, or certainly not on his face.
Easy.
Kevin Cooey.
It's a good throw, Kev.
Think he's a little frustrated with his game today?
Oh, I'm very confident that he is. It's been a long time since we've seen Kevin Cooey miss a couple in a row and then hitting and rolling out on his first one. That is not characteristic of Kevin. And knowing that it is not characteristic of Kevin, that makes these shots all the more important to capitalize when you have the chance.
Clean. Solid. Whoa.
Clean. Absolutely.
Clean. 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 Yep. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Rob Gordon, Canadian champion with Matt Dunstone back in 16.
Yeah.
And that's 2.
I just have to make sure to stick my second one or I'll look like a pigeon.
Reed Carruthers trying to hand Cooey his first loss. It's always special when you make a shot that people will remember in much the same way that Canada's Kurt Browning was one of the first ever land a figure skating quad. Here we go, Derek Samagalski.
Well, one of the keys for today was day for Derek. How would he show up and in what way? Makes the quad in lots of trouble and sticks the shooter. That would go on to generate a 2 for Reed Carruthers, who was in a lot of trouble before Derek threw.
How do you like that? Derek and those 4 dominoes going all kinds of directions. 6-5. Carruthers leads it.
Well, and look at how significant that was. And looking at the numbers last night, look at the points against. That is the average the teams have been able to score against Kevin Cooey. Well, at 6, Reed Carruthers has already done something this week that no one else in the field has.
Yeah, he's kept it very close.
Weight's
You
not
look
bad.
back at
Weight's good.
the game last night.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Cooey
Top 4.
holding them Knapp to singles
Line's close.
for just the 4 points.
Line's close. Where?
Top
He
4.
does not let teams score very often, and when they do, minimally, and it's been twice already in this game that Carruthers has converted with a hammer.
And look at what he did against Northern Ontario and Horgan, held them to singles. It was a big 3 and 9. It was those. he really appears to have this late finish, this ability to
Even on hair on the inside,
manufacture something in 8 and 9 in particular.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Well, this
Getting
is
pretty nice here.
now
That's
going to
working
be
fine.
the battle of the angles. And in placing this draw, what Kevin is looking for is to make sure that the angle remains, that the red stone that is currently shot will go out the back door.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Guess what?
Yes.
Yep, you gotta find. I think you make that double. It's pretty good, bud. You might even come.
Okay.
Yeah, right in there. Give me 1 sec.
Have to just get by that red one at the top to get to the inside.
Try to just miss this.
Kevin was yelling yes because he knew that ticking did not help, but if he could have gotten by, it would have been behind that red stone at the top of the forefoot.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, curl.
Yellow ball, fall through ball.
Good shot.
Gets rid of one, pushes the shot rock to the top edge of the puck.
Good shot. It's a good shot, Con.
Just try and get to nose with just back line.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was a great outcome because you can tap those stones around.
Kill that, hey?
No.
Hair on the inside of anything, eh?
Yeah. All right, Brad.
Is this about removing them or just tapping them back and junking it up?
This is about getting to the nose of the red one, even if you can roll or scooch just a little bit underneath, and then you'll tap the other red one out of the forefoot.
Just back 12.
There are two other yellow stones in the forefoot, so the red doesn't have to go out of play, it just has to get out of the forefoot.
Curl. Straight.
Hard.
Hard.
Came off.
Yeah, it was just back 4, back 8.
Came off late, too.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Reed Carruthers calling a timeout.
Each team is given 2
timeout.
90-second timeouts.
Okay.
Intern freeze not good? Or is it good? He rips this yellow, but
What happens
that's
what
no
happens,
good.
Say we peeled the guard, what happens? Like obviously, I'm wondering if we try this, and if we peel, what does it look like for us?
Okay, the other shot I was looking at is like trying to do this.
I don't like, well.
You can make that shot. I just don't see how it's not one yellow buried.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah, that's probably better.
I know. Like what happens if we play the run back and we miss?
I guess if you play this and you shave this, it's good. But if you make this, it's great, right?
It's great, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Am I going yellow right onto that red?
I think you go yellow, red, and you're just trying to squeeze and like make this.
Like if you make this, Derek, kill this, kill that, it's pretty good.
Right.
Okay, so out turn, I'm trying to hit it a hair high.
Yeah, or like dead nose, hair high.
Okay.
You're okay with this?
Yeah, I
think
like
this
the
is smart,
shot.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
And if I hit it,
like
and
this
if I
ball?
clip that top yellow,
Yeah.
that's not the end of the world?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The red's always
hit
going
the
back
two,
into the yellow
missing
one.
the
Yeah.
top one, and
Not really that red.
Yeah,
make the
it's,
double.
it'll nuts.
No.
It'll,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might
Smash,
spin
smash,
though.
smash,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
worst case,
Okay.
it should be
There's a
two.
chance it
Yeah.
spins.
They initially had talked about
I don't love freeze it. All of a sudden,
No, the
coming
freeze
down and
thing,
trying to
they're way
play
too good
this
for them.
freeze,
Exactly.
but if you don't make that
Like this one.
perfectly,
like you said, open it
this
up,
is
it's
about trying
You
to
like
get
out?
rid of a yellow. Kevin Cooey just kind of creeps up on you,
fine. Honestly, even two
and
is
all of a
fine.
sudden there's a whole bunch
Like
of
you
yellow
said.
stones in the house.
You got it, Eric.
The freeze isn't a bad shot at all, but you have to make it.
Always nice to see Rob Beacon, the
Oh,
95 Canadian the World
yes.
Championship with The great Kerry Burton.
Hard!
Got it again. Oh, this time
Nice shot. Not bad. Okay.
stuffed it
Nice
at the
shot.
back. Has
Yeah.
unlocked some
Nice
things,
shot, Derek.
though.
Bad boy.
Shot rock still belongs to Alberta. Top of the
bad.
button. Second shot, back 4 foot, belongs to Carruthers.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Better than it was.
Time out. Time out.
Timeout now called by Cooey. Everything's amped up, even on this 4th day. Everybody's a little bit tighter. You can hear it in their voices.
It matters.
Can we ever try to tap this to make a pocket there?
You're making this.
But if it's here, though, they can't make that.
Well,
like, or even
but
here.
if it's here,
like, I think you're trying to get right on the beak.
What do you think, Jeff?
I don't know.
That sets up a triple, I think, probably.
Yeah. That's not bad if we can line them straight up.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
What do you like, Tyler?
That was my first thought. I'm not seeing a hole else that I like.
The only thing with that out-turn freeze, he probably noses the red and makes that double. If you're there, I don't know if the yellow.
Well, yeah, this is no. This is just.
Well, I'm just saying, if we freeze here, does he just?
Yeah, but once this is here, this rock's hard to get rid of, right? It's coming into this over there.
Do we got any other
But
options?
if you get to here, this is not good.
Yeah.
Is something like this dumb and just get that back here?
I don't mind that. We control the front of the rings that way, right? So, 2 good options.
Just can't get this behind this guard.
Yeah. I guess it's bad if we leave him a double
for the rest of the end. That's all.
It's bad if we leave him that double. We're throwing against 5.
What if we just tap this straight into?
This one could hurt us the rest of the end, so I don't mind tapping it a bit.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Right?
Yeah, if you get that to here, it's pretty good.
We basically want to just
You
miss
want to miss
that.
this.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
as.
You like that?
I mean, that rock's going to kill us.
Yeah, it is.
And anything over here is really hard, and
That's the
probably
problem.
our yellows are gone.
What weight are you seeing?
Well, you need
Back 12?
back line.
Okay.
So this is the problem. It is not in the 4 foot, but where they left that stone, it is tappable, it is runnable, and so they want to move it. So Tyler is looking to play to get across the face of the stone on there and just tap this stone back. They want to keep that yellow in play, but they want to unlock and move that red stone out of the path. And if he's on the nose, they'll be able to get rid of it later.
Yeah.
Is that max size?
I would say max.
Yeah,
but it's
now
close,
it is.
Like a hair less?
Okay.
Just through.
Yeah, weight's good.
Just through.
Yep.
Just through.
Whoa.
Just through.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Decent.
Girl.
Trying to help her knife it over there.
Keep going. Keep going.
Joke now.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, Lee.
Just a little glancing blow on shot rock. Moves that red stone to T-line edge of the 8.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's not the call
Like I'll say
shot,
third,
but he did get it out of the way.
Make the double?
Got to hit it pretty thin to go through the back of the red.
Yeah, you're just hitting a third. Just smooth here,
I
Brad.
don't think it'll catch that
Line up good.
shot
Third.
4 foot on the T-line.
Not if you catch just about, they're talking about just a third.
Okay.
You'll catch the bottom.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Girl! Girl!
Samogolski.
Curl it. Curl it.
Negative. Hit a third. Bang. Oh,
Okay.
and then they'll kill one. Don't get rid of the raised stone that spins and sits on the lid.
That works.
But it is lonely in there.
That works, bro.
It is.
Just a touch too thin.
That's not slow at all, hey?
No, it's not slow at all here. This is nice. Probably 5 to 14 H. A little nicer
It's
than.
not the easiest spot to get to.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
You could always play like same as shot and just tap that and roll over. You could tap your yellow and in.
We could just play the same shot. Yeah.
I don't mind that.
You were good, almost half.
Yeah, I need like, what, 4 feet less? 5?
Yeah.
They'd ideally like to be
I think I like this.
drawing as you look at this around the guard.
It's fairly thin.
It is a tough shot to get to. So asking Tyler to throw essentially the same weight,
No, I think that's
clip
Min.
his yellow towards those red stones, and then his shooter would stay towards the broom side, but in front of the red stone that belongs to Carruthers. So they're going after the same shot that Kevin called, but in a different way.
How's the weight?
Back line.
Hard. Hard, Carrick.
Hard line.
Back line.
Carrick Martin.
Hard line.
No, it's dead.
Hard, you got it.
Watch where this goes now. And right through. So over curling. Wanting to angle it back to that stone sitting back 8. You just sort of flop over on top of that Carruthers stone.
Not for a lack of sweeping.
No, gosh, no.
Millimeter more than what you gave me. Yeah.
Now a big mistake by Tyler, but for Kevin Cooey,
Control.
has hammer, and for Reed needs to stick right
okay, buddy.
there.
Control, Gordo. Control. Okay.
Yeah. On your broom.
Yeah. Good toss here, Ram.
Yeah, he needs to take away the path, right? And if you stay right there, how do you get in?
Well, Kevin's got a couple of shots, so probably a double on the first, maybe,
Weight's good. Yep.
to make sure that he has access to the
Weight's
forefoot.
good. Hard, bud. Hard, Gordo. Hard, Gordo. Hard, Gordo.
Right to it, boy.
Hard, Gordo.
Roll
Hard,
it there.
Gordo. Hard,
Roll
Gordo.
one
Hard,
inch.
Gordo.
Roll
Hard,
one inch.
Gordo.
Let's go.
And right
Good shot,
there.
Ram. Nice shot. Good sweep. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Nice
there,
shot, Ram.
gentle, nice sweep.
Yeah.
Great weight.
Good.
Yeah, I think so.
He's looking at a bundle right now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Within earshot of Cooey hearing that.
Gotta make this thing.
You don't see this very often, Kathy, where a
Probably clips that.
Hardly ever.
Cooey team
Let's
facing
make sure
6.
Even if we rolled it like here, right?
Yeah, yeah. This doesn't move, hey?
Middle of the rock.
So you make that double, but the more important thing is that you roll right here. And then all of a sudden, one of Reed Carruthers' stones is in his way of trying to remove it. That's how you generate your 2. And if it doesn't work, he's at least opening up the path to the forefoot.
Cooey is first.
Hard.
Once again, Martin.
Hard.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Bang. 1, 2, stuff, and then rolls, and don't think he gets underneath.
Overswept. Had to let it go to get that finish to be completely tucked underneath.
Yeah.
It's like a hack or a bump. I'm seeing hack. Use the sweepers.
Funny, we often talk about junking it up at the back, and that's what caught him, all that junk.
But this is not a gimme either. You can see that for Reed, if he comes by the guard too thin, it jams on one.
You got quite a bit of it, eh, Brap? Whatever you want to throw.
I was thinking hack, but
you got over 3/4.
Yeah.
Go take a look. We got lots of time, Ram. Lots of time. It's a big shot. You got tons of air.
Yeah, we got lots of time.
Now that's a veteran call by Derek Samagalski. Reed clearly was feeling a little bit uncertain. Derek sent him back so that he's very confident about where he needs to hit the stone.
I have more than what I thought from that side. I'm still seeing the same shot. Yeah, same shot. Throw her down again. Touch more with hack. Good. I like the first shot. Hack weight. Hack weight.
That reminds me a lot of when he would come out and talk to Perry Anderson and the team. You know, he'd come out with a plan. This one. There it is, right there. Think about the ice, think about the weight. That's the shot.
And the discussion in the hack was not, do you change the shot? But Derek feeling you could see more, maybe change the weight up. And so good for Reed to go down, take another look at it again, and goes back to the original weight called.
Easy.
Great opportunity here if you can can just slide this through.
Yeah,
it's good.
Not crash.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Samagalski. Get it by. Now, can you just slide it through? Just like that? Sure you can. Wow.
Good line call, Connor.
Yeah, terrific. Negevin on the line call. Managed well by Gordon and Samagalski.
Good job, Con.
Nice end, bud. That boy.
From down here, it looks totally different.
Board.
Okay.
From down here, it did not look nice.
I'm glad you throw it better than me.
Well, the good news for Kevin Cooey is that all those stones are open, looking for a nose hit. And even if it curls a little bit much, it will go towards the catcher in the 8-foot.
Shade more. Board weight.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Board.
Facing
down.
5.
Yep.
Final stone.
Just a hair down. Hair down.
Curl. It's good.
Cooey.
Curl. Do it. Go, go, go,
Decent.
go, go, go.
Knife it. And settles right there.
Good, Kev.
Looking to stay unbeaten. We're tied at 6. Cooey.
Yeah, little Tyler. Tyler.
Alberta lead. Carrick Martin.
Line's good.
Okay, wait.
As we welcome you back on this Monday morning to London, Ontario. Day 4 coverage, the Tim Hortons Brier, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. The 94th edition, dating back to 1927. We're tied at 6. We go to the 8th. Team wildcard, Reed Carruthers, Morris, Manitoba with Last Rock playing the Redstone.
Very good.
Well, some super numbers for both leads. We have seen jockeying of positions in terms of who is chasing whom.
Weight's good.
With some great draw weight.
Weight's good. Maybe a little hot.
Okay, well then.
Whoa, Con, you're right.
Where?
Top 4.
Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Dig
Curl.
that, dig that, dig that, dig that, dig that.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Sit beside it.
14-2. Okay.
Hey, Bob.
Okay.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Hack.
Just hit and roll. Okay.
You can
Trying to
bounce
get
into
underneath.
Hack, roll under.
Yeah.
Good hack.
Yeah, good hack.
Weight's good.
Clean. Whoa.
Close.
Straight.
Close.
Whoa. Curl. Curl. Hard. You got to roll this. You got to roll this hard.
And he does. Tirol is just shy of laying it on the corner.
I think Brad has had a wonderful day. His degree of difficulty in some of the shots has been very high. And we talked at the beginning, Vic, about the change from Botcher's team. I feel that Brad has had to make a lot more draws than he did with Brendan. With Brendan, he was playing a lot more hits, and he has adjusted really, really well.
Yep.
Hard, buddy. Hard.
Yep.
Keep it off that line.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
5-4 as they blow it up very nicely.
But I mean, I need to make the shot for 3 in the 5th. That would have been nice.
And we drop in on Manuel and Higgs. 5-4, Nova Scotia leading, and lots of yellow. 1, 2, 3, maybe sitting 4.
Yeah, I think he is. This is a draw for 5. And you heard Jake Higgs. If only I'd made the shot in 5. That was that angle that he was trying to make for 4.
Line's perfect. I got what I want.
Out of the Halifax Curling Club,
Come on, boys.
Luke Saunders
T for T.
calling line.
1, 2, 3.
Jeff Marr, Nick Zachernuk.
Easy.
Yeah, I understand. That's really good.
And we'll finally settle, and that will be Shakes. Count them up, 5. And Nova Scotia will pick up the win.
Played a great game.
Yeah, good game. Good luck.
5.
Oh boy. Game, guys. That's great guess on that last one.
Yeah, that is a funky
So
spot.
Nova Scotia
Good game, guys.
Good job. That's awesome.
goes to 2-1. Nunavut
Job.
1-2.
Trying to make the double.
No.
Curl. Really got to curl.
Edge on edge if we can. Okay.
Oh, Connor.
Well, Connor knew as soon as he let go. You heard him saying no.
Oh, good.
Just
No, that's fine.
overthrown and a little bit out.
Just slid a hair tight.
Well, even between these two.
Forward weight.
No plus, but in looking at the game, I feel that the shots have been more difficult, and a wide open hit is 4 out of 4 if you make it, and as is a really difficult shot because it's based on what you're calling.
Weight's good. Hair solid.
And I feel that Brad's have been more difficult today, but a really good outing for both.
Yep. Yes. Real hard.
Tyler Tardy.
Hard. Right to
Okay.
We didn't want that because
Well, it's not bad.
the hit and roll underneath now makes it challenging. You may pick your own out and rolling
Yeah,
there.
I like that.
Yeah.
PEI with a steal to take the lead on Ontario.
It's very hard to make the roll.
And Karsten Sturmey
You're looking at like a
up by
2/3,
4 on the
but
team from Whitehorse.
Not a whole lot here.
Whoa. Curl.
Close. Any more?
Curl. Touch it. Oh,
No, don't do that.
Ooh, touched
Good
it,
try,
but not
bud.
the right way.
Bad luck.
Was playing the clear on the front and to try to nut it on the stone on the outside. Well, definite edge for Derek. We've seen that quad, and I'm a little surprised by the numbers for Tyler because it's felt that he's had a bit of a struggle today.
I almost mind just going
Either
the
that
top
or
12.
over here.
Yeah. I think I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of just leave a piece of this covered.
Okay.
Fairly tight.
Okay.
Speed's good.
Yep. Yeah. Nice here.
Yeah.
You're trying to force, right, if you're Alberta. So what's the best play here for the force? They talked about going wide, lobbing another one in, or throwing the guard. What is the best play if you're trying to steal, obviously?
Well, for Kevin Cooey, that last stone that was just chipped onto the lid is his bonus.
Okay.
And so that's what you're guarding.
So, but they thought about even looking at playing to the wings again.
Yeah, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you are without Hammer, unless you're just trying to make sure that no matter what, you force your opponent to the single.
You like
Guard's fine.
Sorry, bud?
You like this with firm or normal?
I like it with whatever weight you
So
want.
because Tyler's guard over curled,
Can I
that
play
double is
normal or no?
available.
You can.
I think normal. I like better.
Let's regroup here, bud.
Okay.
Line up good.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, curl.
Samagalski.
Come on, dig. You're close.
Curl.
Dig.
And stuffed.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Good.
Left the shooter there, though, but it's still showing a little bit, maybe half
I
a
didn't get through
stone.
that one too bad. Was that a little full?
I'm trying to guess what normal would do. So like.
Oh, I didn't mind. I just thought normal. I didn't mind it.
No, he threw it good.
Okay.
We just missed it.
Okay.
How subtle is that, Kathy?
No.
I mean, they talked about a firm weight, and then his weight. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is that Derek threw more weight than Reed was comfortable with, and then he wasn't really sure how to call the line, and they wound up miscalling
Yeah,
it.
it's tough for him to get to the inside.
This is not peak back. I'm seeing more like good board.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah.
What do you think, that's max?
I think it's max, yeah.
Just a confirmation for Kevin going down that he doesn't think that it's going to
I think it's
over
good.
curl.
Okay.
Solid board.
Board. Solid.
Tied at 6 as we play here at 8.
Hard.
Carruthers with the hammer. Once again, Martin.
Hard to it. Right to it. Yep. Roll it. Big roll. Go.
And not enough to get it underneath.
Okay.
And so that double opportunity again.
Half an inch more.
Oh, he's got more for sure. An inch.
Smooth. Yeah.
Good toss, Ram.
Both teams playing in their 4th game of round robin.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Close. Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yep. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
We had a whoa.
Good line call.
And we had a go.
Nice shot, Ram.
Great shot, Ram. Great throw, buddy.
Thanks.
He sinks and then.
So, 4th game at this point. Carruthers hitting
Probably
above
come around,
his
no?
average.
There's no run
He's
for
at
two.
78.
Like he can definitely make
Cooey
it for 2.
is 10 below. He's usually at 90.
Hit it.
The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, there is no
You can roll
question
on
that
for
this
sure.
game
Like we have to get behind the red.
has been
Well,
about
that's
the
worth
back
it.
end, and Kevin Cooey of this Alberta
Pretty good.
team not
Okay.
showing what we're used to seeing.
Middle left.
Do you think we could ever get dead buried behind the red?
You have to get all the way behind
Yeah.
the red.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Can't give up 2.
No, can't. No. Okay. Are we rolling in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Kark just wondering, do we ever consider going around the red stone because it's edge on edge? Reed may not be able to run it back But if you don't make it perfect, it's 2, and Kevin Cooey is not interested in any of that potential, and so that's why he's electing to hit, trying to hit and roll underneath.
Gotta go. Okay.
No, all right.
And will not. And so Reed will be able to blank and retain hammer and 9.
Now, just keep in mind what we saw earlier today. And this spot, it's on this side, the left side, the outturned side. And for the, I've just been keeping an eye on it, Kathy. They have, it was almost as if they've tried to avoid this outturned side.
Yes.
And now we're going to see one of a few times coming down that outturned side.
Well, what a smart move by Reed to throw in that path to see if it does anything, because he may have to make a shot there and 10 to win.
Nice shot.
And through it goes. Blank goes on the board. That's our first as we welcome students to the Brier.
Half.
Whoa.
Back.
That's a little heavy.
Half.
Carrick Martin.
Whoa.
Team Alberta from the Glencoe Club in Calgary. First blank in the game comes here in 8, and so now to the 9th we go in a 6-6 tie.
Okay.
And once again, it is the wild card team number 2 of the 3 in the field, and they're from Morris, Manitoba, and skipped by Reed Carruthers, throwing the Redstones.
I liked it better.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
Well, those are some good numbers, Vic. You've talked about conversion rates a lot this week.
Room, guys. Making a pocket.
I'm tired of it.
Corner's rock.
Okay, weight's not bad.
Yeah.
Make a pocket.
Come up with something else, would you?
It is the ability to score 2 or more when you have last rock, and it is pivotal because it does mean that you're able to use that advantage. Part of the challenge at the Brier is the teams are really, really good, and so they often are forcing you to make difficult shots for that second point.
Look at how Prince Edward Island, they were playing well yesterday. Now again, putting lots of pressure on Ontario, sitting 1, 2, and 3. And the final stone coming from Mike McEwen.
Well, it's interesting because it is the 9th end. This is about your analytics and where you want to be. This is not the draw for 1. This is the double off the back. Prepared to give up a steal of 1 to keep last rock going home. And that's exactly what he's done.
So he'll back it away. That stone there will go on the board. 8-6. And you would think immediate, oh my. But that 5 rock rule, and 2 is certainly not, even a 3, not out of the question.
No, for sure. And that was a planned give of a point. Mike could have drawn for sure, but wants that all-important hammer.
Whoa, curl.
Curl, 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 curl.
Looking for the double peel.
Curl, 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 curl.
Get it.
Good throw.
Touched everything.
My bad. Good
Opens
throw.
up that center line.
Shot con.
And that is a really good throw.
Really good.
Ideally, you don't want to jam in the house, but you've opened up the front, and that was the single biggest objective.
Good throw.
Here.
Tight if anything, but
Weight's good. 2/3.
Line's tight.
line's really tight.
2/3.
Line's really tight.
Clean.
Tyler, hit it.
Come on. We're
Not Cart,
just
not
half
Cart,
now.
just Tyler, just Tyler.
Let's stop now.
Just Tyler.
Oh, come on. Let's show the other side. Sit.
Sit. Okay.
That's all we need for Morris.
I'm sensing
I don't mind
it's not
this.
a lack of communication.
It's not a great guard for him, right?
It's just maybe a little
Okay.
lack of confidence
Bumper, bud.
in the front end
You guys think speed's gonna
and
be
the
okay? I
brush
think you got a heavy lead.
and what
Okay,
to
I
do
will,
with
yeah.
stones. Am I reading it correctly?
I'm hearing frustration for sure. You heard
Okay.
Kevin saying Tyler hit it because it wasn't about weight, it was about line. And I also think that the Cooey team hasn't really been in this situation a lot
Nice
so
board.
far
Weight's
this
good.
week.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey, hair big, hair big.
Whoa, curl!
Heavy.
Curl, Gordo. Curl, Gordo. Curl, Gordo. Hard, Gordo.
Curl!
Hard, Gordo.
Curl! Curl!
Watch the double,
Whoa,
double,
whoa.
double.
Get that one, get that one.
I got it.
Sit. Good.
Really poke that.
And hangs it.
Yeah.
When he says he really poked it, it means that in the terms of releasing it, in letting go of the handle, he would have pushed it just a little bit to the outside. So probably at the stick, but really a little bit full, and that's why it ran.
Under.
Yeah.
Or even too far.
Yeah.
I think straight under is the best.
Under is good, but even too far means he's trying to make sure that there is no double because of that biter that's hanging on the edge.
Even less?
Just
Tyler asking for less because he is left-handed.
Yeah,
That means
halfway.
his out turn,
Close.
which this is, will run straighter than if you or I sat in the hack as a right-handed player. It's our in turn, and it would curl more.
Curl. Whoa, straight. Curl. Curl.
No roll.
Oh, it does. And oh dear, I don't know.
Nope, did not.
Did not make it. So look at that. Can you imagine now if they come on and get on the board for Carruthers?
I think so, yeah.
I can't see much.
That's
You
there.
could ever make it. It's not easy. This curls though.
What about playing
Just through.
I love this shot.
Okay.
What do you see?
Almost to
I
the
thought if I
half.
run the yellow on that way,
This will curl okay.
isn't that not bad?
I like this now that that's
I really like this shot that it's
because then we'll be
now.
3-1.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah.
What kind of weight?
You're throwing like a just light half, like just half.
Okay.
Light half.
So you heard Derek's tendencies in the hack as a long-time second. He wanted to run the guard, but this shot is available.
By the guard.
Hard! Keep going! Hard!
No. That's why I didn't like that shot.
Okay.
It's the worst. I was just scared of that. If I touch the guard, it leaves the center guard.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
whichever.
Whichever turn you feel.
This is a better side, a better speed. Yeah. Still just 14 and a half.
Yeah, they really are staying away from that side where earlier Reed Carruthers said he saw some kind of little irregularity in the ice. They haven't played it very much. It's that intern side as we go away here.
That's good.
Well, that tick over really presents an opportunity for Cooey. It's not so much that he's lying too, but they have a center guard now.
Whoa.
Max.
Okay.
Top four, top
Sit.
T.
Sit.
It has to die. It has to die.
Yep.
Picking.
It's just,
Picking or fudging.
yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Shot, Tyler. Just picked at the
Just
end.
picking
Yeah.
every. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen that a little bit this week, that as it gets to the center line
Make this.
late in the game, they talk about it picking, and I'm not sure if it picking or it just
Like
hits
that?
what has become a flat spot from so many people sliding over and over and over, but
Well,
still a good result.
I mean, listen, we've said before, you watch some of these brushers and the amount of pressure that their grippers put on it, it wouldn't surprise people that again, this time touches three
Great shot, Derek.
and pushes them
Nice
to
shot,
the
great
back.
shot, bud.
That takes away those two around the edge, though, for Carruthers.
It does, but it still leaves that center guard for
sweep,
Kevin
Mom.
Cooey.
We all thought light out of my hand on that.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna
Do you think that one picked, Kark, or was it just, is it that fudgy in the middle?
What?
Do you think it's picked?
Yeah.
A little more of those still.
Sure.
So it shouldn't be like that for Kevin.
No.
Yeah.
No. But
What are you guys thinking?
14 and a half.
14 and a half. Like Tyler's was running nice
it was
till the very end
yeah.
there.
Similar to.
Your weight is just top bite the four.
It's pretty close to
those
draw
dropper
the button.
twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as the, yeah.
Okay.
Well, what does that tell you? If it's still similar to the draw to the button and we're playing, what, in the 9th?
Then the ice is really holding up, as you would expect. They felt that it had picked, but we've also seen a little bit of flattening out in the slide path, as you would expect after 2 pregame practices and a full game.
Coming down a bit.
Line's fine, line's good.
Okay.
Tough, running like it's light.
Top 4. Top 8, top 4.
14-2.
Hard then.
Take a look. Weight's good.
Just fight
right
the
here.
four.
Right here, right here, right here.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we're biting,
whoa,
we're biting,
whoa,
we're biting,
whoa,
we're biting.
whoa, guys.
Perfect. Good shot.
Good. Sorry, Ken. Oh, I thought it would die.
Good shot.
Give that a go. Give that a bing bing go.
I'm just thinking here for 1 sec, Ram. Is it better to make the run double, or is it better to run plant? Because if we make the run double, it's just a force, right? Like we're never ever scoring 2. If you make the run plant, we have a chance to score 2. We can also give up a steal of 1. We're happy,
we're
right?
never getting 2 if I run plant, but he's hitting it, right?
He's hit. If you run, if you not. What does he do?
Oh, you're talking this?
Like, that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, right? Because like a steal of 1 is like we're probably okay with. It's just worth talking about, because if you make the run double, it's just wide open. We score 1, which is totally good. Which is totally good.
What do you think of Connor Degovin's idea?
Yeah, so
run
if
that
I make
red
a dead
back?
on the nose, he's got to be careful, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
I think so.
I'm in.
So run it back, Kathy. Plant it, as they say, on that stone, the yellow right there, center line. Do you give yourself a chance for 2 then?
Smooth.
Okay.
So there was 2 options. One of them is that you run it the bing bing, as he called it, and you make that double. The problem is then that your shooter is going to be wide open. Kevin Cooey hits it and you're forced. The other option is that you run it straight back. You sit right here. Should Kevin Cooey manage to come around and go around the center, then you pick out that 1 on the side, you give him your 1, and you have that last rock coming home. So it is all about, where do you want to be? Do you want to be forced and take 1 and not have hammer? Or do you want to risk that maybe Kevin Cooey makes a great shot on his second one and you give up a steal? And they're electing to go with, let Kevin Cooey make a great one, and if he steals, so be it.
Side one, don't go through. Okay, that's good. Good
And
shot.
away it goes.
Yeah,
that's a really good
shot.
Call. Considering the 5 rock rule,
That's okay. Good
what
throw.
would you do? Give him the 1?
Yes.
Take the last rock?
Yes.
Perfect.
But he doesn't want to give him 2, so him rolling off helps.
Might have to play the out.
Hey, we can kind of just be biting the 12, hey? There's no
I'm
danger.
trying to throw this top 12.
I like it.
And the key for Reed there is that he was planning on having his shooter stay, whether it was directly behind the guard if he ran it straight back or on an angle. And as a result, now Kevin Cooey has the opportunity to go in the 12-foot, so that even if a double is made,
Very close,
it could still spell trouble for Team Carruthers.
Top 8, top 4. Okay, let's make this good then. Top 8.
Oh, then.
It's going to have to curl, Brad.
Top 8, top 12, top 8.
Just let it play the weight.
Top 8.
Yeah, top 8.
Go ahead, Brad.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's fine. Okay.
Shoot, I thought that was come down.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. This is going to run here.
Making the double, yeah.
You want to make it. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it, bud.
Nose hit double.
Trying to remember, this is just a little
Make the
subtle
double.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm just playing control.
Okay.
We're okay with giving him 1, but I'm going to try to make the double with control.
It's funny, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen any other skip actually take the brush, put it down, and then give it
Nice toss, your
for
bud.
the third. You notice what he does?
Yes.
It's as if it's just reaffirming in his mind the amount of ice.
So the key for Reed is to stick around with his shooter. He'd like to make the double, but he's fine if it over curls a little bit, and he gives them one.
Yeah, got to get rid of one, for sure.
And he's got a stick. The stick is the biggest.
That's it. I think that's the best shot.
And that will work.
One yellow.
I actually think that's the best shot, too.
So thinking it out, he's willing to give up the lead for the all-important last rock coming home.
Lead. Wait's good. T.
It's all about managing the scoreboard, thinking what will give you the best chance. And Reed Carruthers, wild card, has elected to give up the steal, give up the lead, and hope that the last rock is all important and will give them the win on this Monday morning. So we welcome you back to London, Ontario, Budweiser Gardens. Day 4, Tim Hortons Brier. 7-6, Alberta leads it.
Well, twice in this game, Reed Carruthers has been able to convert. You saw his numbers, 55%. He does that more than half of the time. And that's what you bank on.
Whoa.
It's okay.
No, we're still heavy.
Is this through?
Nah.
No.
Might be.
He's not through.
No, it's not through. It's not through.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah,
shot. Good, Bob.
Okay.
Max
Good
space.
sweep.
Why didn't Kev sweep that?
We try the chase? I think so. I like the chase.
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Nice spot.
Brad Thiessen.
Just through.
Yeah, just through.
Clean.
Oh. Got a curl. Got a curl.
Whoa. Weight only. Are you
Okay.
heavy?
Yeah, a little.
Hard then.
Hard.
No.
There's no chance.
I think that's too much ice with that rock.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard Tyler say too much ice with that rock, but that is hack weight when he was playing a freeze. So that's just a weight issue.
PEI up by 2. Is there a double here for a tie?
It's really tough. I looked at it. Mike has to hit it so thin. He's counting on a biter that he has. It's coming into play for the second point.
Hard!
And away it goes. That doesn't go. And look at this. Prince Edward Island and Tyler Smith from the Crapo Community Curling Club have beaten Ontario and Mike McEwen. First PEI win over Ontario at the Brier since 1996. Peter McDonald was a winner over Bob Ingram, and that was also the last time that PEI made the Brier playoffs.
Well, the big end in that game was the third, in which Tyler stole 3. Mike McEwen hitting against 4, hit and rolled out. And they never ever rallied back.
We have to go for weight.
Hard then.
Last year in Lethbridge went 1-7, and they're now 2-2.
Top eight, top 4. Gotta go. Mine's really good.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard for everything.
Hard, you can get there. Go. Go.
Keep going, line this up, line. Whoa.
Well, that was great brushing and an effort to get there. They dragged that every bit as far as that stone would go.
Good.
And a win as well
Good game.
for wild card number 3 out of St.
Thomas.
Albert.
Thanks, man.
Karsten Sturmey wins 7-6
Good playing.
over Yukon.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Normal, just normal.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Hard, Derek.
Go, babe. Go.
Hard.
Go.
Oh my
Miss
God.
it.
Uh-oh.
Man, Connor.
Okay.
That is a big mistake.
We don't have
Hey, Connor.
tons of time on
Yeah,
the shots here.
yeah.
Okay.
All good.
Okay, Connor.
Don't mind that either. I just don't want to leave him a freeze back till I second.
Okay. We're good with this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to keep the wheels on
Same
now.
14?
Mm-hmm.
14, yeah. 14-5.
It's like same as my draw last time.
Yeah.
Got a little more.
Okay.
We don't need to.
Right to it.
Still playing to the
Mine's tight.
wings, trying to make sure that they
Just the line.
negate that one
here.
red stone that is at the back of the
four,
12
back
foot.
eight. Back 4, back 8.
Freeze it. Line's good.
Yeah, weight's good.
Just for weight.
We're right
Line's
to it.
good.
We're right to
Weight's
it.
good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You don't need to.
whoa, 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 whoa. Girl, girl.
Toss up.
Good.
You gotta go around.
You got time. Make the double. What is that? How much
Sit.
weight?
Smooth.
Okay.
Can you make the double?
Making the
Is
double.
it there?
You can?
She said with confidence.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Oh, 3. Yep. Yep. Yep.
One.
Great shot, Derek.
And right again.
Good shot, buddy.
Well, a great shot, and it also is
Great
shot.
Good sweep, punter.
Why do I doubt you?
I don't know. It is a very good question.
Nice, buddy.
He's had a heck of a game.
I get hair less.
Mr. Samagalski.
Solid hack.
Solid hack. Yep. Yep.
Hard. Oh, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard, Carruthers. Hard. Gotta go.
Watch the jam. Oh, and they will get away with it. Spill it to the edge.
Now, that is a huge assist for those two brushers.
He just doesn't see that he's.
They are both so powerful. They put everything into every sweep. There are no assists that you see on the scoreboard, but if there were, those two would certainly get their share.
Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
One more time, Samagalski.
Hard. Hard.
Dig, dig, dig.
Negative. What do you got? Oh, you got them both.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Derek Samagalski.
What a game he has had.
Throws wrapper real nice.
He's probably wondering why he played second all these years. Brilliance.
Right, you like control.
Yeah.
Try the double.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Sure.
Anything else?
No, that's all I see.
Now you have to take on the double.
As we take a look at the game story, and it's really been terrific after a solid start, then Cooey taking advantage of some mistakes in that third, and you thought, oh my, but look at how consistent Carruthers has been to, as you say, score more points against them than the average they've given up. So Carruthers, that hammer efficiency paying off in this game. But right now, down by one. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee.
Do you like trying to get under it all?
The thought.
I don't.
Okay with it. You got lots of time.
The double
like
is
getting
all or
under.
nothing, so you're playing
Not
for it.
be
The other
trapped.
option is you play quieter weight, you hit and roll under the
We're
guard.
shot always, right?
We're shot with the roll under, yeah.
It's like even if I get to here,
Yeah.
it's hard to get it through there.
Yeah.
And for him to stick this one in, it's not easy too. Like if I miss this, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. If you make it good, he probably plays the come round, eh?
Yeah, I can always
You
come
can
up
always
that,
come
though.
up that, yeah.
He's coming around regardless,
I
even
think
if
so.
I make this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If I roll to here, it's hard for him, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Even nose isn't terrible.
Yeah, just a sliver under.
Yeah.
Hack.
Okay.
Okay, so they've gone, Kathy, from thinking a complete roll under. maybe just hanging it on the edge. But now even just a little bit of a roll off that stone towards the outside.
For sure, and for Kevin Cooey, not a lot of time, having already taken those 2 timeouts. The double, if you make it, you leave your shooter out front, and that's something that Reed will go around no matter what. So from the hack, I think for Kevin, thinking if I can roll a little bit, I will be shot. Reed will have to chase it. Trying to make it as difficult for Reed to get 2 in this final end.
Straight. Straight. Straight.
No, right there.
I got it. Fine.
Not sure why you didn't like the double.
It's not bad. All right.
Reed using his final timeout.
Just my.
We always have. I'm wondering if we check it under the guard a little bit,
have the run
because we have this yellow to
Either
come
the
off
run
of.
or we could come off the side, the winger, right?
Yeah, then he's playing off the yellow and under, but.
Oh, I'm happy that's the shot he's playing. I thought he would play the out-turn draw.
If he comes around, we got a short run.
Well, he's playing the double.
He's probably just taking a rip at the double.
So there is.
What do you guys want to leave him?
There is a shot for me to play the red yellow in.
My thought is if we do
he
this,
makes the double.
There's just, to me.
Then we have off the yellow if he comes deep on the draw. If he's light on the draw, do we not have?
We have. Yeah, that was.
That.
I think if anything, we want to roll a bit though.
Okay, you want to do that?
That's my first thought. And if he makes that cross double,
then he makes.
I don't know what else.
Then we go at this, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I think if we go here, I think he's making this.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Three,
yeah, that's
sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's
I was just trying to make him throw an
the
intern
respect
field
that
off the
everyone
outfield
has.
is my
They
thought.
have,
Like,
in particular for
right?
Kevin Cooey, Kathy. Just there's
Well, we know
nothing
the
safe,
spot.
right? You have to look at all.
Yeah.
You go over there, he's going to
It's
run it
kind of a
back. You
fine
go over there, he's going to try
line,
I
the
agree.
rolling
It's
too
way
far.
harder.
Angle
it's way
double.
harder to read. Let's make him make something.
Yeah.
Okay, make him make something.
Yeah.
So you want to do this?
Yeah, I think like ideally we're rolling to there.
Okay.
Kind of weight.
So that's an intern
Easy.
shot.
I'm seeing easy weight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, and you heard Connor, Kevin Cooey is known as a brilliant hitter, so nothing is safe. But on top of that, Kevin's out-turn is and has been money. And so this is not this game, this event. This is lifetime. That is his go-to shot. And so you heard Connor say, I would really like him to have to throw the in-turn for the shot. So it's thinking about all the things, not what you do. Obviously, you hit the stone, but where do you leave your shooter? What are you forcing Kevin Cooey to make? If you roll underneath, he makes the run double, and now you're fighting to go to the extra. And those times that you see are all the skips have. All timeouts have been used in this game.
Easy. Close. Wait's really good.
Whoa.
Curl.
Curl, 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 curl.
Curl.
Curl, curl, Bob.
Okay, that's fine.
Rob Gordon wanted to roll it
Good
away,
shot. Good shot.
but he sits right there. So they are sitting 2.
Good throw, Ram.
Okay.
Good throw,
Good shot,
bud.
Ram. Ah, shoot.
Like that?
I do, yeah.
Pick your spot.
So to make this for 2, he makes this. We're trying the plants. And
I would
roll
think
in.
so, eh?
I think so. We try that all day. So we're thinking like, you seem like that.
Well, and a really interesting comment made to Tyler as Kevin Cooey walked away. He said, pick your spot, meaning know exactly where I have to hit this. If you're going to call line, know what I need.
And one of the more difficult things, of course, is calling that line. And
sure,
Tyler Tardy having to learn that in his first year with Cooey. Can you make the double?
Whoa. Yep. Yes.
Have you found the line?
Whoa. Curl.
All on its own. Curl up. You got it. Stuffed it. Now, where's it going to go? Is it going to go? And it does. Kevin Cooey again.
Good boy, dog.
That's the out-turn peel.
Not over yet.
Oh boy. Wait, look at this.
Easy and like thick half.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the end?
Yep.
So hitting the stone, having it come off there.
Square me up though.
Your shooter goes in. And the stone
That's how
that
you
you've
like it?
just thrown comes in for 2.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's the call. That's the shot.
Control.
They know that drawing for one and being tied up against Kevin Cooey without last rock in the last end, your odds are not terrific to win, and so you have a chance, any kind of chance for two, you take it.
But you have to get your single here.
Well, in Reed's mind, you'll have to get his two to win. He's prepared to not win on this shot because he knows he can win on this shot.
Final stone.
Heavy. Heavy.
Angle, raise,
Whoa. Heavy.
spill the shooter. Semagalski. Oh, what have they done?
They lost it.
They lost it. Now that one will spill in. Will it stop as it makes a motion? And finally does for the single. Wow. 7-7. Going one more.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
One, two, three. Well, we started with 4 games, and only one remains on the ice, and it's our feature.
Well, the one thing that we know is that when the other teams leave the surface, the airflow changes because it is reduced. And so sometimes we see differences in ice conditions. So something that we'll be watching for. Team Carruthers doing an excellent job of not only having a lot of separation between those two guards, but both touching that center line so they could not be moved. Kark's first one was too deep, but that one is much better.
That was quite the attempt for the deuce.
And they had it. They just lost it at the end. Just curled that little bit extra.
I thought it was close. Oh, Wade's pretty good. I thought it was a touch.
Room right now.
Okay. Wade's good.
Room, guys. Where?
Wade's good.
Clean.
Little hot.
Whoa.
So it's Alberta.
Wade's good. T-line
It
almost.
does
Wade's
have
good.
the last rock. They
Little hot.
have the
Still
hammer
there.
playing
Curl.
the Yellowstones.
Oh, there.
And again, shying away from this intern side, the right side as we look at it, going back to that maybe a little bit of a hill or a scratch.
It's kind of a scratch or a scrape.
It's fine. Good throw. Wasn't too far off.
Think you have a go at this?
I think so.
Sure.
Let's make it.
Like he'll be here. It's not super
with that,
pretty.
but I prefer peeling myself.
And we're going for it.
Yeah.
Well, while those two stones
Even
for
if it
Carruthers
spins off this.
are biting on the line, they are not directly in front of each other. They're staggered at an angle, so it is possible to get rid of both.
Girl.
Good shot.
He's into it. I'll give you a little less.
Each one same throw?
Yeah. Top 4, bud.
That's a hair last night?
Yeah, I gave you there.
Okay.
It is really easy in watching this game this morning to understand how mentally fatigued these skips are by the end of a long week. The number of angles and shots and thinking about what your opponent does and ice-changing conditions. It is a grueling week.
And
Same weight.
I know he didn't play,
Curl,
but maybe more so additional mental stress for Reed Carruthers, having coached Kerry Anderson.
Oh,
and
for
saying,
sure.
And saying it was more difficult for me because I wasn't in control.
Pretty good.
No.
Yeah. It was weird.
Nope, not at all. You're out there and you want the best for the team that you're coaching. He is so dedicated to that team, but you are living and breathing with every shot, and then you come straight from there
2/3
with a couple of days off to here. I'm sure he just needs to shut the brain off at night.
Second
You're just fighting.
extra end game of round robin so far. Saturday night PEI with a win over New Brunswick.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
So that leaves Shot Rock
That's fine.
center line, top edge of the button, belonging to
Whatever you know
Carruthers.
better.
Both are good. I'd like to see the.
I like, yeah, the out is.
What's T line here?
Key line here is like a 14-8.
Okay.
Tight half? Yeah. Tight half. Weights halfway.
Line's good.
Halfway tight. Little tight.
Oh, then.
Pretty tight here.
Oh. No, never curl.
It's like 2
On
feet
its
out.
own.
2
Where?
feet out. 3 feet out.
Oh.
Just gotta sit.
Couple licks, con.
Go, buddy. Go.
Con.
Good. Good spot.
Good.
Boy, Derek. Nice shot, bud.
Very nice.
Nice shot. Good weight, Judge Connor.
Sorry. That was probably the first draw I've thrown in.
I was gonna say even.
I don't know if I've thrown a draw.
Quads every end.
Perfect.
I thought I threw that pretty close, and that slid like crazy. Perfect. Well, it's a little deep.
I know.
Well, that's good to hear that the conditions are really holding.
Can I see your hair, Les?
Well, it slid a little bit deep. An opportunity here for Tyler to make them both go away.
Curl.
You heard Derek Samagalski.
Not a good throw.
And by it goes, say, you know, I can't remember. That was only his fourth draw he'd thrown. All those up-weight shots, that quad included.
He asked for less, but out of his hand, you could see that he had pushed it out away from the broom.
Touch later.
But the guard is gone. And so opportunity now to replace it. But for Derek, will want to be higher up because Tyler is not going to make that mistake again.
Okay.
Easy early.
Line's good.
Just half.
Line's good. Line's good. Clean.
Halfway.
Okay, make sure it's not
Line's
high.
good. Bob's rock.
Line's good.
Good for half.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Tight half.
Clean.
Easy.
Tight half.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Tight
Curl.
half.
Curl. Good.
Great spot.
Very nice.
Boy, Derek.
Nice shot, Sama.
Good spot.
Good job,
A
guys.
little better.
But yes, indeed.
I think. I don't know.
Unless you want
Do you
to
keep
chase.
ripping, or when do you come in to go
Get to
after
the
it?
side one,
Do you
eh?
chase?
Yeah.
Well, he still has to get that center opened up.
Okay.
I don't know the last time I thrown a draw.
How thick is it?
3/4.
3/4?
Yeah.
And this is about removing the guard and picking out the second shot stone.
Real hard.
Yep.
Hard!
Hurt.
So 6 was.
Hard, Bron!
Decent.
Roll
Hard,
that one, roll that one.
Got it. Stuffed it.
Good.
It's okay, though. It,
Nice.
Spilled it for third.
it is.
Now we can use it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
That just means on Kevin Cooey's final, if he's got an opportunity to hit a stone, he doesn't have to stick around
Yeah.
because it will be his shot that will be the
Hey,
counter.
Rob, Same as you, man.
Pretty much same spot?
Yep.
Okay, bud.
Taking the same ice. I think you threw it good.
Yeah, I threw mine nice and positive.
Yeah. Looks like decent speed too. I had
Yeah,
16.8 on your,
Yeah,
on
I
your
agree.
guard.
Speed's nice here, bud. Good toss here, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I had a little light.
Easy if you can, guys.
Easy. I
Killing
don't
the
want to
line
kill
a
the
bit.
line. A little high.
Line's
Okay.
good.
Line's fine. Get a
Line.
halfway on this line.
Halfway.
Derek's rough.
Oh, Gordon.
Line's close.
Yep, Derek, you gotta go. Gotta go.
Easy line
Hard,
now.
Derek! Hard, Derek! You gotta go, Derek! Hard! Hard! Good.
Whoa.
Nice shot.
Beauty. Great spot.
Great spot.
Curl it.
Nice shot.
Dead purple.
I think we overcurled it.
Good touch.
We overcurled it. Oh boy, oh boy.
Thanks.
Absolute peach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Try and just roll it to.
Yeah, I think so.
You heard a little bit of a panic in Connor for Derek to go. They did over curl it. You can see that there is
Thought I could maybe get under, and
a little
we
piece.
ended up rolling way over here.
Which
Fairly straight.
Okay.
So
Oh. Lots of time, Kev.
Certainly enough for Kevin Cooey to tap that stone over and roll into the open. Just needs to get it off the top of the forefoot. There is no draw. Well, there is on the intern side to the lid, but he doesn't want to have to make that shot. If he's able to move it off the forefoot sideways
Probably 14-8.
and roll his shooter, it will be his shooter, something he can come off of if Reed Carruthers makes it perfect.
Half a stone, too much, eh? Just curled half a stone.
Well, you take that guard and you move it a couple of inches to the left, which is where it was before they carved it. This shot becomes a lot more difficult.
Using his one timeout available.
It's good. Hack.
Buying some time as well.
Hack.
Kevin Cooey.
Whoa. Hack. Whoa. Yep. Hack. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Straight. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Now, these
Gotta
curl.
go, Brad. Gotta go.
Now watch where this goes. Watch where it rolls. And almost the right spot. They said just roll it off. Maybe, Kathy, a little farther than they thought.
Yeah.
Right there.
You got it, Rams. Full 4, guys. Top of the button.
Well, for Reed, the key is to be not only buried, but above the button so that yellow stone by Cooey coming off of it won't help.
Okay.
Full 4, just to the button is
bud.
good. Any further, he's got maybe that in off.
Okay. Nice toss, Sharon.
Okay, 15 here.
Yeah, so even thinking, right? If you leave it top, 4, full, tougher, go a little deep, may come off that yellow.
For sure he would.
Final stone.
Heavy.
So it's a little hot out of the hand.
Bob's Rock always.
Line's great.
A little hot.
No, never, Derek.
Line's
Not
perfect,
bad.
guys.
Little
Top
no,
of the
this is
button.
heavy.
How heavy?
Back 4.
Okay, stay close.
Trying.
Never, Derek.
Right here is okay.
Yeah.
Full back 4 is better than T-line.
Guys.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa!
And to the lid. Did you see that move?
I did.
Wow.
Okay.
Good throw around.
And by taking it back that little far, you've given Kevin Cooey the in off.
Well thrown, bud.
Just poked it too much.
Half is okay.
I like that too.
Half fine, yeah.
We don't even have to stick. Even.
Well, as you said, how Carruthers in 10, knowing to give the last rock in the extra to Cooey would probably leave this. That's why he tried the raise, chip, and roll, and just failed to make it. But now it's Cooey with a chance here. A little short in off to go 4
nice
straight.
Yes, nice peel. Yes. Hard. Clean. Hard.
Mark.
Hard. Clean.
Just
clean.
clean it. Here we go. And away it goes. 4 straight wins
And second luck, buddy.
for Alberta and Kevin Cooey make the final 9-7 as wild card 2 and Carruthers drop now to 2-2. Terrific game on this Monday morning. A real battle. You thought it may have been over after they scored 4 in the third. So updating standings now, we had games on both sides. Cooey 4 games, 2 games clear of Dunstone in the win column. And then we had a win by PEI to go to 2-2. Ontario also now 2-2. Well, a shorter than usual break. We're back at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 teams at 2-1. It'll be Quebec against the reigning Canadian champions and Brad Gouger. Day 4 of the Tim Hortons Brier, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship.
Yeah!
From London, Ontario. We'll see you again at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.
Top 12.